I'm gonna go ahead and be playing Live Stream today, probably some casual matches, a fair amount of that. But I also wanted to go and look at some things here because I saw there was a tournament at DreamHack that happened, I want to say today, where there was an actual, top 8 here at the actual thing itself. So, there was apparently a tournament, everyone all played, a bunch of really good matches happened. I am curious to see what's going on here. So I kind of want to go ahead and just, like, you know, I just want to go ahead and, like, you know, watch some of that, see what we can actually learn from it, see if there's any kind of, like, things we're seeing players do that are really, like, a higher level stuff, to see what they're doing and why they're doing it. You know what I mean? I think we analyze it, break it down, see what we got here. Alright, so, top 8 for Street Fighter 6 DreamHack. Let's go ahead and see what kind of nonsense we got here for it. Alright, so Kimberly was definitely changed from the previous version of the game, which was the beta, to now. So, it's definitely going to be interesting to see how characters, people that used to use her during the beta and like all the crazy ass like cracked tech from her, how they are adjusting to the new like actual version of her in this one. And Luke is just a solid game plan. Like he's very just basic bitch stuff, but at the same time also very good just because it's basic. There's something really inherently bad with just being basic. And sometimes that's even a better game plan for it. Marisa is a basic character that just goes ahead and bullies her way through stuff. She's got the armor to deal with it, but she's basic. Interesting. So response of the actual setup that Kimberly has. Kimberly has a lot of like these really crazy tricky mix-ups. It's fascinating to see what the actual people are doing to like, counteract a lot of those. It seemed like Drive Impact was a good way to go ahead and get around some of this nonsense. Excellent shimmy at the beginning there too. Tried to go ahead and catch a wake-up throw and just backed up, got back, and got crouching on the other throw punch. So yeah, this right here is going to be Kimberly's whole game. She needs to find a way to counteract that neutral stuff right here, get that knockdown, and then just start forcing you to a guessing game. That like mid-screen neutral that she's got here, that's going to be her basic area of expertise. She needs to find a way to close that distance fast. Doing a lot of really good drive rushes to go ahead and like close that distance and see what like and try to just catch Luke off guard here. And now this is exactly what their game plan is. Okay, wow, Deathnote just not even like able to go ahead and react to the Drive Impact. Ooh, it's a miss. That would have been meaty and messed it up. Oh, the overhead. That is fast. That is a fast EX overhead. Wow, that's quick. That is a quick one. I'm seeing this a lot here, where there's a lot of like neutral drive rushes in the move here, and it seems like a lot of people have been doing this. Like they've both been doing it in this match a whole lot. Kimberly especially, just because that's her main ticket way to get in. But Luke, Dustin's Luke is also doing something very similar, where just kind of closing the distance in the mid range with these drive rushes. Keeping the combo going. Look at that damage just getting tacked on. Just getting that, tacking that damage on. Not gonna get the critical art, but getting like that's a good 65% right there. They just harass him in the corner again. No real ideal reversal options right now, so Kimberly's in a rough one. But switches sides, able to go ahead and bully him. Burns herself out though, so she's gonna have to be very careful about it. But everyone I've been seeing people do burnouts. What they've been doing here is they've just been like let it rip and say, no, we're just gonna go for it. The amount of people I've seen just not even care they're in like they are in burnout is like quite interesting to me. Just everyone's willing to go ahead and just kind of like say screw it, let's go ahead and do this here. Am I another tournament? I am not. I am just I'm looking at this one that happened recently at DreamHack, and I was fascinated to see some of the actual high-level stuff, what's actually working, what's not working with people. I wanted to know what kind of tech people are like competing with in this game with, and what we can kind of like dissect from all of that, and how this kind of impacts the game here. But I am hosting another tournament in about 2 weeks. This is a good time. Oh, bet it all on that one. Did not go for the critical art. I thought that definitely would have killed, but I don't think she could have actually gotten the full punish for it. And that's going to be it. Wow, excellent turnaround for Deathnote right there. Definitely able to go ahead and maintain composure in the insane pressure Luke was doing here. Excellent way to go ahead and maintain composure while it was all going down. That right there is just such a big part of the game plan here. Oh, bakes it! Able to go ahead and finally able to Yeah. That right there was an excellent way to go ahead and counteract the drive impact. So I saw it happen once, recognized that it was a possibility that Dustin was going to go for it, and then was able to go ahead and just say no. I need to keep that in mind because I need to play something cancelable, and then from there just punish accordingly. Man, drive impact is such like a great mechanic here of just like a I'm a genius, oh no, kind of like Counter Breakers and Killer Instinct, where it's just so much of like in your brain like I'm gonna do this and it's gonna fucking work and I feel like a genius, and then you see the screen slow down when they hit their own button, you're like, oh no. A lot of problems here without a Deathnote. You can't go for back dashes. Excellent use of that. Oh, exactly what I mean. Same thing. All right, now you can't overcommit from these here because they want to go ahead and make sure that they have the ability to really just be able to back up in case someone just wants to drive in back through things. Both of them are just fully aware of like I need to go ahead and I'm just gonna drive impact through stuff. Both of them in burnout right now. This is what I'm talking about. Like both of them just super okay with just being in burnout. He signed up. We have been busy on weekends. I've not been playing on Watch much. Don't worry. You got plenty of time to work with. Exactly. Plus, it's modern controls. I want to see what people are able to go ahead and mess around with. Man, this is a lot of like, it's a lot of like right now, Dustin's Luke just trying to bully Kimberly in the corner here, and every time it just she finds a way to like escape it and turn it right back around on itself. It's kind of interesting how he's not able to really keep her there. She's such a slippery character that like the moment he gets to the corner here, you just gotta deal with it and drive impacts right on through again. There's a lot of drive impacts going from a lot of these guys. A lot of interesting calls when they want to do it too. DP, counter, can't jump in free. You need to go ahead and make sure you got to do something. Oh, the slide takes out it. Oh, no. DP, yep, not getting in for free. Still has critical arts. Needs to be very careful right now. I know it's just an attack here. But now now he's burnt out. He's burnt out. Excellent neutral jump into. Oh, didn't kill. Didn't kill. Couldn't confirm with super. DP, man, that is going to be a big factor for Dustin. He needs to go ahead and keep those anti-airs consistent because every time she's in the air, oh, punish from a whipped medium kick. Wow. Oh, mistimed the meaty. Get caught in the corner here. It's a bad moment. Oh, we've seen this happen before. Can Dustin keep the pressure going here? Level 3, keep the damage when he can. But we're getting a lot of like moments where like we think Dustin got the Luke in the corner here, and then she just sneaks out somehow one way or another. So like a teleport, everything here, exactly, just jumps right on out, and now she's out of the corner. Takes some damage for her troubles though. Oh. Yep, she's gotta run away. Just be comfortable, just run away right now. You get your resources back. Oh no! In the corner, not able to do much. Oh, the mix! And level 3's into it. That actually might kill. Look at her and her paint garage. Nope, still alive, but she's got her music going. DP's through it. I don't want to respect it, and he takes the W on that one. Wow, that was actually a ballsy DP right there. If that whiffed, he would have died. Oh, there we go. So that right there is the bullying stuff. He needs to go and mix the timings up. Anytime she's going to want to act. She wants to get the fuck out of here. Oh, boy. And that's not going to be happy for you. Take your maximum damage you can. Oh, the air combos. The meaties. This is not looking good for Deathnote right now. Tatsu's out. Overheads. Tries to parry through it. Get anything here? Oh, no. Anti-airs. Wow! You can convert off that? That was a sick conversion. Buttons. They need to be challenged. This neutral here. I've been trying to push him in the corner. Try to keep him there. DP's over the whipped overhead. And that is the first one for Dustin on match point. DP, yeah, just gonna go ahead and teleport over there. Have you ever tried to zone out the ninja? Oh, good call on the throw out of there. Yeah. But now they're in burnout mode. They got way more to deal with. Wakes up level 3. That is a ballsy move. That was ballsy. I don't know if I agree with that one, but it was still like, worth a shot if it works. Goes to the stun, and this is gonna hurt. Look at the amount of damage he's got. Oh, the level 3. All right, it's going to be one touch left. One more touch. Still in the corner. She's got her beat going here. But D.I.'s through it does not even care. Oh, this is the lows. These drive rushes into lows are just like doing some massive work for her. Oh! But Dustin takes it. Wow. Wow, that was all right. That was something. That was a lot of back and forth here. It was a lot of moments where I'm seeing the like Luke was able to go ahead and really kind of just stop the momentum that Kimberly was getting here. But every time he would try to bully her into the corner, she would just find a way to escape. But because he was able to go ahead and like focus on those focus on those anti-airs, he was able to go, like, get a lot more mileage out of those to stop her, just snipe her out of the air. She was trying to do a lot of jumps and a lot of just other stuff and just could not make it end up working. Oh, they're going for a third one. All right, it's first to 3 now. It's not first to 2, it's first to 3 this tournament. Interesting. Oh, because it's top 8, I think. It's because it's top 8. Okay, that makes more sense. That's understandable. All right, yeah, again, she's going to need to go ahead and make sure that he keeps those anti-airs coming here, like exactly like that, because she's going to try to stay in the air, try to get some pressure going here, and just the only way, you snipe him out every time. Drive rush, and you're again, there's so many drive rushes from both these guys. Oh, finally goes for it this time, gets the wall splat, now it's got the setup for the bank can. Oh, wow, he just does not care about the break can afterwards and just challenged anyway. Yep, and that's going to be tried to mash his way out of there, got hit for it, his troubles, and unfortunately it's round 1 for Kimberly.
So round now, going to Deathnote, keep yourself in a good spot.
Oh, again, I feel like that should have been a DP. Overhead, gets knocked down, knocks down again. Oh, the combos. Just tries to get out, but just the pressure is just super wild here. He seems to be, Deathnote seems to be getting a groove here, but oh wait, Dustin has something to say about it. Oh, the whiffs, no! Oof. Yeah, this is like, Deathnote needs to go ahead and get out of this corner and just keep moving, while Dustin just needs to smother her in the corner as she does it, and that's 2-2. Match point right here.
Am I right, chat? Am I right, audience?
2-2. All right, so we're seeing a lot of drive rushes. That's a lot of drive rushes. A lot of just YOLO drive impacts, which I think is fascinating. It's not really even YOLO. They are just throwing them out at such interesting times that I would not necessarily think anyone would get ready for them. So they're usually just super like and useful whenever they throw them out there. Throw loops. Have we go for again? Oh, tries to go for it again. You know what? Fair. And that's what I'm talking about. Tries to bully his way out of the corner with drive impact and just get in each combo for his trouble. God, that has to be a massive, that has to be a big skill for Kimberly. You need to go ahead and get these, it seems like these drive rushes are going to be a big part of her game plan in that neutral area where she doesn't really have much of an advantage here. She needs to go, she's been getting a lot of these slides and the lows, which I believe are plus, and then from there you're able to go ahead and just get your game plan going, but you got to get there first. So these drive rushes into these lows are definitely out there going to be doing a lot of work for him probably.
Dustin able to mash out a little bit, but nothing off that light. Fireball, beating kick trade.
DPs, that's going to be death. All right, that was a ballsy. It was ballsy. I don't know if I agree with that one, but you know what? Some people got to let it rip, and that's how they got in the top 8 in the first place. Dustin needs to go ahead and be very careful. Anti-air, he's got to get ready for him. Oh, she's going to call him out now. Deathnote is able to go ahead and start calling out some of these DPs by feinting the actual, trying to bait out some anti-air, and now he's not going for it. Oh, excellent challenge of the teleport. Yo, just keeping him in. He's still alive. Trades, and he will take the round. Last round, baby. Just walks up, does not care, wants a piece of it. No anti-air, gets hit for it. That right there is just doing so much right there. The constant threat of just the rush into the slide or the rush into that right there. It's just a constant. You need to go ahead and be watching out, wary of both of them, and know which one's coming and how to get around any of them when they got the rear of their head. And that's gonna be level 3, and that's gonna be game. Bullied to the corner and just could not deal with it. There's just so many extra options here, and that's fascinating. Excellent move.
I don't know yet. Hold on.
Listen.
Get that kill. No change shit.
Yeah, we're not in a position to
That was a lot of really good work from his part here, perspective here. I mean, I was fascinated to see how they kind of just like interacted with each other, and it seems like that was definitely a. It's a very interesting matchup to watch up just because I wanted to know what like a high level Kimberly is kind of about here, and it seems to be a lot about just getting those tricky setups and also just smothering your opponent, being slippery, not able to go ahead and kind of stop your opponent from not stopping from doing stuff, and those drive impacts or drive rushes. Those drive rushes are going to be a big part of the game plan. It looks like. All right, there's Punk playing versus Hawaiianshirtman, the man. Hawaiianshirtman fucking rules. I don't know if anyone here knows who Hawaiianshirtman is, but Dude Man has like one of the most fun Zekus I've ever seen in my entire life when watching 5. Watching 5, Hawaiianshirtman was just constantly just rocking out all the time, every time he plays. It was a fucking blast to watch. It was a blast to watch. He was such a great infectious personality. I was just having a blast. He was like, who even cares? We're here to vibe, and if I'm winning, I'm winning. If I'm losing, I'm also winning.
When she knocks you down, but finding that knockdown is all about finessing people.
It's a good time. It's a good time.
She's got some really good footsies too, as she has had.
Okay, so who's he playing? He's playing DJ probably. Yeah, that tracks. Yeah, that tracks.
After the war crimes they did to him, it's like, you know what? Let him get some wins.
Again, he's just vibing. Look at this man just vibe, having a good time and enjoying himself. Exactly. Exactly, you got this. Alright, Hawaiianshirtman. Absolutely makes sense that he's out here playing DJ. DJ definitely thinks that his musical personality for it, the way he just enjoys himself. Alright, so what can we see here for both of them? Cammy is all about just that rush down, being in your face, always doing all this crazy stuff. DJ is all about those tricky setups here, so I'm fascinated. Oh, the parry! Yep. Overhead and the combos, man. Excellent tricky mix-ups here. Super tricky, interesting. The fireball feints, there's just so much to work with this character, but he's super goddamn cool every time you do it too. Look at the distance of this drive rush. Look at the distance of this drive rush when he gets out here. From here, he's like full screen, throw DXDP, ready to vibe, ready to rock and roll, and boom, he's in. Boom, he's in. That's such a long distance. Oh, like a slide right there. It's fascinating. And that right there is just a weird pressure character for the way DJ kind of works, you know? Oh, just walk up buttons here. Yeah, this right here is gonna be. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. Cammy's whole game plan is generally just about like pressuring you. You gotta be in their face, do all these crazy buttons here, but you gotta know when to push what buttons and why. So it's definitely fascinating to go ahead in the ways to see like some of these high level players are gonna be working with that, just because it's going to be super like. It's going to be super quick, and they need to go ahead and make all these really, like, very spur-of-the-moment decisions, and I don't know how well it's going to work, whether you can kind of just bully your way through a bunch of stuff, like the way DJ and all of these other characters kind of can. Like, when you go ahead and get that right there, now they're both kind of in each other's game. Oh, shit. That's going to hurt. Look at that. Calls out the EXDP. Man, Hawaiianshirtman don't give a fuck. He will let that shit rip, and I'm here for it. I like that. I like it. All right, man was gonna let it rock. Ooh, runs forward. Yeah, now get the pressure going. And this right here is gonna be the game plan. Just full screen. Just where are we going here? What am I doing here? Wow, no fear whatsoever from Punk right here. EXDP sees it coming. It's like, nope, I am not about to deal with any of this. You can't make me. This seems to be a good spot for where Cammy kind of wants to be. Like, all right, that full screen, like, I can't really do too much, but at the same time, you also can't get hit too much. You can go ahead and react to things as they come to you way faster. Whereas DJ wants to be in that more mid-range area, it seems like. He wants to go ahead and kind of let you, like, basically make your own fate here and just set up as whatever hell nonsense he wants to set up.
On the punish counter, gets the throw, though. Here we go, Hawaiianshirtman, 3 bars.
A lot of drive rushes from Hawaiianshirtman seems to be saving a lot of his he's doing a lot of his DIs through like a mid screen here to go ahead and close distance, whereas every time Punk goes for it, it seems to be mid combos for combo extensions and shit. I understand that I did not plan to pause it at this time intentionally, but it's there, and it must be fate. I assure you, this was not intentional. But I'm also not upset about it. Just, yep. Yep. Anyway, he's using it for a lot of his combo extensions. So every time he gets a hit, he's using it mostly to maximize whatever damage he possibly can. Because that's definitely going to need to be a skill that you do when you're playing with Cammy. You need to be able to maximize as much damage as you possibly can when you get your damage and you get your hits.
You need to pick into drive rush. Get that punch counter combo going.
Like he's also using it for that, and he's also using it for things like EXDP to go ahead and just blow up any kind of setup that Dee Jay trying to work with here. He's coming in. Yep, sees it coming. A lot of jumping here. A lot of just we're gonna jab, get the buttons out, and boom! Hey! Man, just the happiest man on the planet. Man, still alive! Still alive! Can't do a throw. Oh, Punk saw it coming. Oh, the air! Man! Look at Hawaiianshirtman just having a fucking blast out there. I'm here for it. Hawaiianshirtman, man! You're sitting here and vibing with the party, man! I am genuinely surprised that Cammy actually survived that. She has like such little health, and that's like just I was like confirm into the 3, so I'm genuinely surprised. Although he's put in the corner here, needs to find a way to get out here because he's gonna be here forever if he doesn't go ahead and think of something quick. Yep, and that's just that, and there's the death. That's a lot of what Cammy wants to do. Cat. That's a lot of what Cammy wants to do, just smother your opponent, get in their faces and just smother. But you can also have that full screen stuff where you can go ahead and really just deal with a lot of the the zoning stuff that a lot of characters are setting up for. You can just get around that and just get in their face and punish them for trying to go ahead and stop you from getting in. Then that's your ideal game plan for it. Whereas Dee Jay wants to go ahead and keep you more in that mid-range stuff. Make sure that you don't really have too much to approach with, and then from there, once he's in, he's on your face. At least that's what I'm seeing here, from based on how they're all playing here.
One round in favor of Punk. Hawaiianshirtman, though, still up a game.
Just in his face. That's such a big slide. That's such a big slide.
Maximum upper, not sure.
And he's gonna try to smother him. Just gotta make sure he doesn't get in. Like he's gonna stay here forever. Calls out the drive rush. Now he's just comfortable here. He's gonna sit here, let him go ahead and deal with it. Let him try to commit. Overcommit the buttons here and see what it can do. Oh, the air to air. And Hawaiianshirtman is just like master of just doing all these crazy shit sometimes. Oh no! All right, driver. Yeah, tries to go ahead and blow up the rush with an impact. Does not quite hit the timing for it, unfortunately. Ooh! Oh, that's a conversion. And look at that damage. Look at that damage right there. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, that's gonna hurt. Sets himself out here, gets correct, goes for his level 3. Will in fact kill. Will it in fact kill, ladies and gents? Yes, it will. That's it. That's it. Alright, 1-1. Interesting the way that these two kind of interact with each other. It definitely seems to be about who can kind of just get in the other person's face the most and like just abuse whatever buttons they can. Because when Hawaiianshirtman was like caught in the corner here, he definitely just got like smothered by all the crazy buttons that Cammy here has. Whereas like Hawaiianshirtman kind of just like casually just chip away as it goes here, and then once he's like in his face, then just kind of just take the first one. He was doing much better adjustments from Punk here, able to go ahead and just stop him from being in his face the whole time. Stop him from just like abusing a lot of the crazy stuff in the mid-range and getting in his face to stop him from doing stuff.
Level 3, I think both these characters, so far from seeing them, unless you're going like anti-fireball, something like that, saving up for level 3 seems very strong.
Yeah, and maybe level 2 might be kind of hard for Hawaiianshirtman.
Using the buttons here. Oh, the perfect parry into punish. Knew he was coming for it. Excellent punish from Hawaiianshirtman. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to capitalize too much on it, but was able to go ahead and get something here. I'll say both these guys are also really just fully okay with just straight up burning out here. Everyone I've seen here so far is just fully cognizant. I'm just gonna burn my character, getting burnout state, and then just deal with the consequences as we get to it.
back to Cammy with the Sabato confirmed.
I think it's because there's while there is a downside to being burnt out, there doesn't seem to be a incentive to not really abuse, because they're buttons that you're getting out of response of it. Your drive rushes, your EX moves, you're getting a lot of reward for your buck. Even if you do burn yourself out, you usually get returned on investments at that point. Even if you do burn yourself out, you've gotten them to the point where they need to also they'll probably be in a similar situation here, and they have to deal with all the stuff. Now, they're not doing it intentionally to go ahead and just go ahead and burn themselves out, but they are just not afraid to do it, it seems.
There's the DP, backs up nice and perfect with it. Rushes in with a light starter. That's nasty right here. The throw.
The throws. Oh, jumps in right in his face again. Oh, just that drive rush is such a big slide for everybody. That's gotta be like a character specific thing, right?
Come on.
Gotta sit here, try to go ahead and bait something out of both of each other. Both of them just playing very defensive. Oh, he tries! That's gonna be dead! He thought that the combo dropped, and unfortunately, it did not work out. And Hawaiianshirtman right with the punish. Oof. Yep, take the go ahead and take that one here. And just gotta sit here and just stay in his face. Does it twice. Drive rushes that fast. Immediately goes to the mix-up overhead. Have to deal with the consequences. Look at the extra damage here. Smothering. And that is going to be another round for Hawaiianshirtman. Man is just vibing right now. He's just like on it the entire time. We'll go ahead and really just stop Cammy from getting anything going here. That right there is going to be his death of him, though. He keeps going ahead and getting for his EXD piece a lot, and sadly, and he's getting blown up for it whenever he tries to really kind of capitalize on it. It's never usually kind of worked out. It hasn't really worked out for him so far. So Punk is kind of ready to go ahead and wait for it and just go for the big punish right here, like you say.
His character is Cammy, more like 3.5. But we'll see here. That may be enough. Rushes in, crouch fierce.
There's it. Pushes in. Oh, just and calls out the jumps over the button here. Has to deal with it. Wakes up buttons. Ballsy from Punk.
So good. The jump in normal, working out. It does make him fight.
Oh, he tries to go ahead and dive kick through it. Wakes up. Jab. He's caught. Punk is gonna need to, no, Hawaiianshirtman's gonna need to recognize that Punk's willing to go ahead and just wake up jab right there. Thank you, Justin. I appreciate that. Punk is willing to go ahead and just wake up and jab punch to go and get out of a situation here. A lot of people's meaties aren't right there yet, so he's definitely getting a lot of mileage out of just jump light punch into any kind of super he wants to go, any kind of combo he wants to do right there.
It always has been.
It always has been.
It's a lot less of a risk than something like Hawaiianshirtman going for EXDP on Wake Up, which is getting him blown up fairly amount.
Hawaiian shirt. Oh my God. No.
Oh, exactly. He's just gonna do it. He's just gonna do it. The meaty isn't there. He's gonna wake up jab.
Yes. Very smart. I mean, Mike,
Wow, immediately on his face already.
they're already gray.
Air to airs, punish here in his face. Go for the grab. Nice drive rush for the grab.
Staying off set point, get the back throw.
Oh, the parry couldn't get a punish of it though. God, these drive rushes for everybody is super fast for everybody. It's got to be definitely a skill you need to go ahead and get used to at some point if you're going for the higher level stuff. Wow! Drive run to right after the thing actually hit each other. I thought he was safe to go move forward here, and then he was in his face the moment he tried here. Gotta have faith in your defense to burn out that much. Absolutely. Like, if you're gonna burn out this much, you gotta know, okay, I'm not gonna get hit with all any of the crazy shit, and even if I do, you need to go ahead and, know that, okay, I'm either gonna die or they're gonna die. It's gonna be one way or the other at this point.
You're a DJ player, please take notes.
So cool into the overhead. Nice
Oh, tries to mix him up. Does not work here. Air to air.
Maybe meant for the up kicks, but still okay.
Trying to shimmy, getting some out of Hawaiianshirtman. Hawaiianshirtman's defense is pretty good right here. He keeps getting messing up on punishes. As I say, that gets hit. Right. Yeah. But anyway, Punk is doing a really good job just kind of getting in his face and abusing buttons here. And that level 3 will actually kill right there. That's a good critical art, too, because you get to see the butt. Oh, no, his hair's in the way! I didn't notice that. Apparently, if you do it against Dee Jay, you won't see her doing a backflip because his hair is too big and it gets in the way of the camera. That's dumb. I like it.
heavy version.
The heavy version.
Yeah, so that is like, both of them are really good at just recognizing what buttons are what for the actual, like, what's plus, what's minus, what's any kind of in between here. So it's interesting to see how they kind of abuse that with these drive rushes like that, like exactly like that. You need, in that neutral, that drive rush is going to be such a big part of the game plan for everyone that appears. So it's all definitely going to be, that's a skill set you need to work in and be able to go ahead and be, like, apparently like, big in this game here, it looks like. Because all these high-level players they're all doing that. That right there is a big part of their game plan. Oh, catches the anti-air that Dee Jay was trying to anti-air to begin with here. Look at the actual, just like it burns out and does not, oh, it does kill! It does kill! Alright, Punk is up one game. Is one game away from winning. One round away from winning here. Hawaiianshirtman needs to go ahead and regain some of his momentum here. He's been kind of on the down. He's lost like 3 straight now. He needs to go ahead and find a way to deal with some of the overwhelming pressure that like Punk's willing to go ahead and just wake up buttons and do all this crazy stuff with. He's gonna need to go ahead and really figure out a way to get around this. Like every time he's waking up buttons, he can't really. His meaties aren't there right now, so he can't just really kind of abuse that. Oh, tries to drive impact his way through, and it does not work. And oh, now he's in the corner against Cammy, where you don't want to be. He's getting hit with a counter hit, heavy punch. Oh, that heavy punch is doing work. Wow, that actually killed. Wow. Heavy punch counter hit for Cammy is like, that is a death sentence to combos. That is a death sentence to some of the actual like damage you can do with that. That's actually very impressive. Very impressive, and that's a lot of damage to work around with. Alright, so, definitely, what can we take away from that? Well, what we're noticing here is everybody is doing a lot of drive rushes. They're all able to go ahead and just, like, mid-screen drive rush into button, or mid-screen drive rush into, like, some kind of grab, or just be in their face immediately. Which definitely seems to be something that a lot of these people are doing so far, which needs to be worked in. That seems to be one of the better things that a lot of people are doing, and it seems to be a better way to go ahead and just kind of control the neutral space in front of each other. They're not doing it randomly, they're doing it at times where they're like, their opponent's not really expecting it, or they're able to go ahead and then space it out properly to the point where you can get like a plus button into whatever combo you want to do. That seems to be a big part of it. Cammy was all about just, making sure like the buttons, abusing your plus frames, find a way to get tricky in there, while Dee Jay was just all about setting up the hard mixes, and for a while there, Hawaiianshirtman was able to kind of like control that, but unfortunately, eventually, Punk was able to go ahead and just abuse to the point where, okay, we're gonna deal with the mix-ups, and then we're just gonna abuse the plus frames, get our buttons in there, wake up jabs, making sure he doesn't have the space to set up his nonsense.
As we were talking about before.
He was like you could see, Punk was just like, no, Hawaiianshirtman was kind of like just scared to go ahead and throw a fireball for a while there, because it's just like you can go ahead and eat so much from that if you just get hit hard.
To try and brute force openings more often, and Shine feels like he's more counter punching.
Yeah.
Okay. So next match is going to be, it looks like, oh, it's a Zangief versus a Kimberly. Okay. I think this is going to be a very fascinating matchup here just because of how these two characters kind of play with each other. It's such like a heavy mixed character versus like the character that's like the basic, like, okay, we're going to wait, we're going to punish, and then we're going to go ahead and just get that massive damage. I'm kind of interested to see how he's going to deal with all the crazy stuff that Kimberly kind of throws, because her whole entire game plan is she's going to be mixing stuff up, but also being like highly mobile. If he can find a way to like shut her down, that will be the deciding factor of whether or not the Zangief wins or Kimberly wins. If they can find a way to shut down a lot of the options Kimberly has, then that's going to be the deciding factor.
Definitely not bad.
I'm a geek hater.
Agreed.
Button checks. Doesn't love button checks.
I've been a geek hater.
Unless, of course, it's just button check stuff, at which point we need to go ahead and deal with the fact that it's probably not going to be.
I love watching.
Oh, nope, it's alright, so that wasn't just button check. Okay, cool. So they're also going to play the thing here.
One of the players that I love watching is Jan coming through a good side. So our next match, loser side, time to toe tag him and bag him, get him out of here, zip him up, push him out.
Looks like we're headed home though.
Yeah.
Gotta go.
Home.
Did you know I learned this weekend that pad players on PS5 can desync their own pads?
Really?
I did learn that. Jabali said that. If that's a lie to everyone in chat and everyone here
Wait,
in
what?
the audience, that's Jabali's fault.
Okay.
That's,
Yeah.
I heard that is. I heard that's a thing. That's awesome.
I don't know what they're talking about here, but alright.
In the next tournament, just so you all know, for the
That's y'all's fault now.
Okay. All right. So going into the match here, let's see what ends up being set up for what here.
Let's get it. Loser side starts right now.
Okay, he needs to go ahead and get these abuse buttons in neutral. Like Kimberly cannot make a mistake, otherwise they will just go ahead and eat super hard hitting combos here and sit here and just abuse. You go ahead, do not give the time to really go ahead and never mind. All right, just not even gonna want to deal with it. We're just gonna drive rush. I'm fascinated to see if Zangief is gonna go and be using a lot more drive rushes, and that or just save them for impacts like that, just to blow up a lot of these setups that Kimberly's gonna be doing here. He needs to be like right here. He tried, gets EX stuff. Oh, that's gonna be so much. Wow, and that's a lot. All right, and then just runs up and no fear whatsoever. Zangief able to punish the jabs as they're going on here. Okay, so there's the drive rush. And another one. He is actually in this game still. Oh my god! Double drive rush into EX SPD. What kind of nonsense? It was this full screen double drive rush into EX SPD, and it won.
Okay, well, we're gonna go level 3. We're gonna get the buff active here. So.
All right, she's got a buff now. So, in case you guys don't know, her buff is
In the second round, still got
her buff is, I believe, she does more damage for a couple of her special moves here because she got the music going around her head. By the way, also if you don't notice, the music changed, which is pretty good. All right, so that's what I mean before when I was talking about they need to go ahead and find a way to they can't make a mistake. Kimberly cannot mess up because the moment you mess up, you go ahead and just eat exactly what happened last round. So like while this still seems very much in their favor right now, it's still one or two really bad decisions away from just eating so much damage because Zangief is just that kind of character. Excellent block on the low. That's plus, so he's going to deal with it. Anti-air, force the knockdown, and now he's just going to go ahead and sit here and wait for something to happen. Oh, wow! Charge the punch up the heavy. Just buffering in neutral right here. Neither one of them really willing to commit to something here. I know Kimberly can't mess up here. Oh, the slide gets the full combo after the Dragon Rush. I said Dragon Rush. God damn it. A lot of new turns. Counter hit. Oof. Puts in the corner here, and now, oh, he tries! He baited out the grab by charging up the can! Overhead into EX! It still keeps combo going! Don't mess up! Don't mess up! You can't, don't overcommit here. Rush into, grab. Okay.
And that instant rematch, I love that, by the way.
It's so fast, you're right. SPD, and that's what I'm talking about here. Can't let that happen. Oh, calls out the drive rush overhead. Does not even let it get up here. And now he just got, and there's the SPD. Look at how much damage that is. That was 2 touches. 2 touches.
Just simply guess right every single time at this point, Shine.
Got it. Oh, don't. Yep. And I'm saying you can't commit like that. You can't commit like that. Zangief's gonna beat you every time.
It could happen to you.
Just willing to go ahead and just SPD. Oh man. Armors through the neutral. Anti-air, excellent. Needs to go ahead and keep that going here. You need to be very careful about the buttons he's pushing here. You can't overextend yourself, otherwise that SPD is coming. Anti-air. Oh, air to air. Grab, scooped up in the corner here against the Zangief. Not where you want to be, especially when they're going to drive impact and SPD you to death.
Wow.
Man, just damage. Just damage. That was so fast. Those were 2 rounds, like less than 40 seconds. Zangief damage, am I right, guys?
I feel like rush into impact.
Man, yeah, just gotta charge up that punch here. You gotta go ahead and jump over that. Problem is, you can't jump over that. That's just so upsetting. ODXDP, it's just like, man, you are just gonna eat so much. Like, again, just Zangief damage, am I right? No, be careful. Be careful. He's only missed 1 SPD so far, and he lost the round because of it. But it's still it's still a very impressive amount of just go for it and take it. Wow.
begins.
The nightmare begins, correct. You just got to sit here and just deal with all of this damage. Oh, finally you decided to go ahead and go for the dive kick.
We haven't seen Jan
Careful.
to themselves in a while. So
Hey, he wants to go ahead and keep mixing up, but you got to be very careful here. Oh, does not get the actual combo for it, but is going to be in their face. Keeps him in the corner here, pressuring him. Make sure he cannot do too much here. Problem is that he doesn't need to do too much. Walks up grab. Like, excellent defense from Zangief right now.
so dangerous. I'm so afraid of Jan.
No, he tries to go for it. Gets hit for it. Jab to have it. Can't do anything with it, though. Oh, no!
The super, this is gonna kill.
Oh, no! The level 3 right here. Critical art for the W.
Jan,
Woo-wee! Goddamn. God, that is so much. And that's 2. And that's 2. Again, this is what I was talking about earlier, where like you need to be very careful against Zangief because he's willing to go ahead and just block it out. The moment you overextend, he's got an SPD with your name on it and just needs to only make 1 or 2 good decisions. That's the plight of a grappler. You only need to make 1 or 2 good decisions. Oh, can't punish off the whiff grab.
and the side switch too as well. The grappler is what you want to not have to.
That was close. That was close. Kimberly almost ate a whole ass combo right there, and luckily gets the drive impact right just at the last possible moment for it. SPD. That was some distance for that one. You guys see the distance of that? Oh no. Oh. Zangief takes some big boy swings here. Burnout. Okay. That's can't quite do anything. Grabs and takes the round. That was ballsy. That was ballsy. I'm here for it.
Still fighting back against Jan.
Okay, nice anti-air. Good block on the same side as well.
At level 3, and that is going to be some damage here, but more importantly, she gets the buff. She gets the super up, so I'm fascinated to go ahead and see what is going on here and how they're going to be moving.
Carries over also to round 3.
Yep, we're going to go ahead and keep this buff up here, which is an excellent use of the actual buff as well. I believe that is extra, more damage on other stuff, if I remember right. Which is definitely what you need when you're playing against Zangief. You need damage.
Oh no.
Oh no. Out of the corner here. Calls out the overhead. He's been going for it every time he's been going for any kind of setups here. Anti-airs him out of the ground. Tries to jump away from the spray cam. Burnout. Oh, he's dead. He's dead. And that is 2-2. Yeah, more damage and walk speed. Moves are faster. Exactly. Oh, wait. No, yeah, it's 2-2 right now. Instant replay. Ready to rock and roll.
I got the grip too. Gorilla Glue, I'll stick to you. However,
Ooh.
yeah, Shine immediately pressing to make sure.
Look at this pressure here. This is very, very good here, but he needs to be very careful because, as we've seen, the Zangief is willing to go ahead and just SPD right at the right times for everything and needs to only make 1 or 2 good combos. Dry rushes his way through. Boom! Look at that extra damage there. And now we're back to it. Another SPD! You gotta be careful. Be careful.
1 bar is all you need for the anti-air super as well. It's very particular about the angle it does, but it is effective.
Okay.
Both of them just terrified the neutral. Both right around the same amount of health here. Neither one of them can commit right now because that's got to eat full combos for everybody. Drive rushes underneath. Switch sides. Same back to neutral.
Side switch, good for him. A lot of real estate to walk back with.
Drive rushes right into the slide here. Goes to try to abuse the overhead. Overhead! That is actually going to kill!
Yes, sir.
So hard to deal with the drive rush.
That drive rush and the slide. It does so much because I believe it's so much plus. So plus you got to deal with it. EX run. God, they made 1 wrong decision, just ate like a good 30% of the light bar.
That light kick so dangerous. You're like so
Careful. Oh, that's gonna be
even drive rush right after that.
not all right. Not shoot the back off. Not gonna go ahead and deal with it. Just EX lariat.
Situation. Block.
Keep good block for it. It's gonna be super important to the game plan here. Needs to go ahead and. Oh man, it's just so hard to call out. Oh, wake up heavy. Still there. Still in it. Got critical art ready to rock and roll too. I'd say go for it right here. Get the extra buff. Yep, take it now. Take it what you can get. Keep the buff up. Even if you do lose the round, you get the buff next round. You get next round as well.
Okay, wakes up. Sure with the jab.
Oh, drive rush. Oh, you got get with the biggest combo you possibly can right now. Get whatever combo you can. It's not gonna kill yet. Not gonna kill yet. But he needs to be careful. One touch. One touch. Oh, the jump low. Woo! Ballsy. I like it. I like it. That was ballsy. I like it. Okay, so what can we take away from that match? Important things to know. Zangief hurts. Important note number one, Zangief hurts. You only need one or two really good decisions when you're playing against a character like that. When you're playing against someone like Kimberly. Kimberly, whose entire thing is all about these extra mix, all this extra crazy stuff. You only need one or two really good decisions as a Zangief to really go and take the round at this point. Yes, it's going to be hard to make those decisions. You need to know when to make them. But he was doing very well with these SBDs at the right times, just punishing the Kimberly trying to overextend. Anytime she was trying to overextend and she wasn't necessarily a plus anymore, but still trying to be in their face, they would go ahead and SBD and punish it every time. Very, very well done in terms of recognizing when that's coming out here. Second thing, Kimberly definitely wants to go ahead and build up that level 3 and make sure that, holy God, who is this man? Who is this man right here? Alright, I'm here for it. I like it. I like what I'm seeing here. That guy's got confidence and style is what he's got. That man's got confidence and style, and I like it. I like it a lot. Kimberly definitely wants to go ahead and get that level 3 up as much as you can. Not really going to go ahead and wait. I'd say not necessarily don't waste time with the other supers, but definitely try to build it up as quickly as you can to go ahead and get that extra buff where you can get it. It definitely going to help. It definitely seems to help him out a lot with the extra speed, extra decision making, and the extra damage. The decision making is going to be much faster for a Zangief, and you eventually just try to overwhelm your opponent. We didn't see much of that when we were watching the first match where it was him versus Luke, but we definitely saw a lot of it more there, and it feels like a good part of the actual game plan for it. We're also still seeing a lot of drive rushes from a lot of different people. A lot of it for Kimberly seems definitely to be it's going to be drive rush slide, because the slide definitely go ahead and gets you a lot more bang for your buck, because it's plus. You can keep the button going here, and if you do it right, you can get a full combo out of it. That seems to be a big portion of what you're doing for Kimberly on that side of things. That seems to be the main takeaways from what I saw there. For the most part, it seems to be about that seems to be like what the two game plans were. Pretty much what I called it at the beginning here was to make sure that you need to understand that you can't mess up against Zangief like that. You can't give Zangief the ability to go mess with any of this. All right, next match. Next match, let's go ahead and take a look at some of this. It's going to be Marisa versus Ken. Oh, baby, I want to see some Marisa. I want to see what Marisa can kind of do here, because I'm fascinated to know what kind of high-level nonsense you can get as you're playing Marisa now. Because when I'm seeing a lot of mid-level stuff, I'm seeing a lot of just the bully stuff. I saw a lot of people just going ahead and charging up big punches, abusing armor where you can, figuring out what you can do. I think Ken just being Ken. Ken's going to go ahead and be all about the fire stuff, all the extra mixer stuff. I'm interested to see what he's going to go ahead and do to really kind of mess with the whole game plan of what Marisa wants to do. Okay. Sits down on Fireball, sadly enough. Again, more drive rushes from a lot of people. Definitely seems to be a skill set that I'm going to need to figure out. Oh, tries to go ahead and skip neutral by doing Superman Punch. Did not work out. Ken is just abusing the neutral here. Go through throw loops. Not a whole lot of options here for Marisa. She does have her counter, but I don't think she's going to be going for it. Switch kind of takes you out of the corner, but... Oh, man! This is a rough looking. That is a perfect KO, man. Perfectly played by Ken. Wow, that was very impressive. He just the entire time was just able to go ahead and just abuse a lot of that. Drive reversals, try to go ahead and stop any kind of bullying here. Look at all of the extra, he's going to be in burnout so much. He needs to go ahead and absolutely... Okay, puts him in the corner here, and now what you do? What do you do as Ken? You need to get out of here right now, because you are going to go ahead and deal with a world of hurt. EXD piece of reversal. The basic Ken for everything. Everyone wants that, right? Oh, heavies in the neutral here, coming out overheads. Man, Marisa just does not seem to know what the heck to do against this Ken right here. Every time, well, the one time we saw her in Buzz, and she got a lot of damage for it, but now he's got him out of the corner here. Doesn't really know where to keep it going here. How to keep this all this nonsense happening here. What do you do here? EX level 3s, and that's gonna take the round. Critical arts. Let's see the thing here, and that do the heart. Yeah, Ken's got a heart on his face. We're here for it. God, it's a great critical art. It's a great critical art. Wow. All right, so the reversal level 3 definitely was the right call there. Took the round. Oh, goes through the fireball. Tries to call out some fireballs by going through it with the EX. The Superman punch does not work, sadly. Oh, and there's going to be the level 2. No, level 1. Sorry about that. Drive rushes right through it. Oh, now go ahead and deal with this now. Just cancels into run and another perfect KO. 2 perfect KOs from Ken. Wow. Dude, hold on. That's kind of nutty. Like the first round was there, like very just in his face the whole time, and like just able to make all the right calls all the right times, being like the weird wacky Ken stuff that you normally see. But like Marisa wasn't able to get anything going for any of these things here. It was just a single, like every call out would just go ahead and just immediately get eaten up by Ken just being on the offensive and just in your face the whole time. 2 perfect KOs. That is pretty impressive. Air to air, go ahead, and yep, and there's your wake-up options. K in the face here. Tries to get drive rushes in here. Oh, wait, does not drive rush. Goes for the parry, tries to fake him out. Okay, neutral, just trying to throw in the fireballs. He's just confidently walking forward, but eating a lot of fireballs in the process here. And now you got your knockdown, and now what you do? Oh, tries to reversal, does not able to get through with the fireball. Outside of distance for it. Drive rushes, can't get the range. Man, Mikaul is just, like, the Ken is just so good at just these footsies right here. Oh, he tries to dash, checks it. Low up, tries to go ahead and check the anti-air. Got hit with the EX Tatsu and just lost the round. Oh, man, they both tried to go for drive rush. Drive impact through it. You take your damage when you can. Look at that damage. Yeah. Marisa's definitely a whole game plan. She needs to explode here. She needs to go ahead and really capitalize on every damage, every hit she can take. But Ken is just making sure she does not get anything started here. Wow! The white button confirm into level 2. That was level 2, right? Yeah, it was level 2. Oh, alright. Oh, just the footsies from this Ken! Bully, exactly. Keep it going. Make sure. Oh, critical art ready for it. He needs to be careful about it. He's still got that critical art. Can't overextend, because if he will use that level 3. We've seen it before, but it does not matter. And there's another one for the Ken. Man, right back into onto the next one here. They are just going here. If I would say the Marisa needs a second. The Marisa needs to take a second. Okay, this right here is definitely what the Marisa wants here. Keep him in the corner here and just bully them there. Stay there at all times. Oh, cannot get the follow-up on the, can't get the follow-up. Oh, knocks down, unfortunately for him. Can't get his second hit for it. Oh, anti-air, because of course, who doesn't love the Shoryuken from Kent? Drive reversal. Oh, no! He blocks it and has to eat the punish. Drive impacts. He's be very careful right here. Both of them are still one touch away for it. But this Ken is just doing super good neutral as I say it. And that's going to be dead. Man, okay. So yes, this Marisa needs to absolutely just explode when they have the option to right now. They need to make something happen here. So they need to just stop this Ken from just dominating the neutral right here. No. That's going to hurt. I rush into it, misses the throw. Be very careful. EX. Oh, and I saw it coming and was able to call out. What are you gonna do with your damage? Take what damage you can get. Level 3? Nope, gotta keep it. Gotta keep it. I think that was a drop combo right there. Doesn't go for his level 3. I think it was supposed to be. I saw the ducks. I'm pretty sure they just missed the input. Wakes up level 3. Oh no, he tried. He tried. I respect it, but he tried. After the drop combo, he had to go ahead and after the drop combo, he just said, "Screw it, let's go throw it out there," which is unfortunate because that one wouldn't have killed, but would change the momentum of the match a bit.
The Ken putting in the overtime. Plus on that.
Ooh. Yep, keep me going here again. Just dominating this neutral. Does not let a single Marisa get anything started here. This is rough for Marisa. This is a rough setup for Marisa. This Ken is just super frustrating to have to deal with in neutral. Especially if you can't get any of your main buttons out there. Tries to go for the grab, misses the command grab. Just out of the range for it, sadly. Oh, run up grab, and that's going to be it. Man, That was a dominating show for the Ken. That was a dominating show up for the Ken. That was actually impressive. Very, very impressive. Just the way that was able to go ahead and just control all the options for Marisa. When Marisa won, usually won by like the 1 or 2 like decent reads for it and just kind of explaining the damage for it, but was not able to really do any of that because Ken was just constantly doing stuff at all times, never letting her set up, never letting her get anything going here, never letting like any kind of moment of rest or like brain to think. You kind of need that. And if you can't abuse your armor with Marisa, then a lot of your main like tools that then have been kind of just taken from you. So very good from the Ken to go ahead and just kind of never give her the time to breathe. That was very, very, very impressive. Okay. So now we have Dustin versus Shine. This is going to be the Luke versus Kimberly match here, which is the one that Dustin literally just fought in the other winner side of the bracket here.
It came from the community.
Yeah, this literally just came exactly where this literally was the match that the Luke player just fought. So let's see if he can go ahead and the Luke's going to be any different here.
It is built by the community, and I'm so glad that DreamHack has let us continue to build this. We got our own banner dude, we're in the rafters. We're the DreamHack fighters, baby.
Wait, what? I think they have like a thing in the background. I think they have like a thing at the actual event itself, which is pretty cool. I mean, if I were, I'd be happy about it. All right, so yeah, this was the Dustin was on loser side. Dustin lost to the Kimberly player. Well, this one right here, I believe, was the one that lost to the. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Alright, so is the match gonna be any different here? And then we're gonna get a lot of drive rushes from Kimberly, obviously, because that's what she's been doing here. Go ahead and kind of abuse the slide like that. So this one's very different apparently last time. Because right now this was like, okay, no, that is more what we're noticing. So there's got to be some way of some people dealing with that slide, because every time they've been going for it, but it's got to be very hard to punish, and it's just been like the risk versus reward seems to be very beneficial in her favor. Yep, drive rush, goes for the slide, gets the kick, overhead, does it again. Oh, the punish counter, that's gonna hurt. Not the full combo, sets up the paint can, jumps out of there. Good move from the Luke to go ahead and just get the heck out of there while he still can. Unfortunately, not able to fully just deal with the actual. Oh, tries to go. Oh, he charged it all up to try and go ahead and bully her back in the corner, and she just driving back right through it. Okay, alright, the neutral again. Luke, unfortunately, not able to really kind of just abuse the buttons like he'd like to. Oh, punish, not able to go and not able to capitalize, and just got the one punish, the one jab. Oh, good call out on the drive rush.
I think he's reacting to drive rush and jabbing it. He's done it twice.
Okay, oh, and again, there's a lot of these neutral buttons right here, not able to really do too much with it, unfortunately. But a lot of these neutral buttons are getting, like, just poking each other to death here. Abuse the buttons in the corner here. EXDPs, I don't want to deal with your setup. I'm just going to go ahead and DP through this nonsense. How dare you try to set this nonsense up in my face. Upsetting. Alright, so, what else we got? Okay. Gets a level 3, absolutely. And now she's got the extra movement and the extra damage here. This is what I was talking about earlier. Where this definitely seems to be a big part of the game plan. Of just save up any kind of your meter to go ahead and get that buff when you can. Even if you don't end up winning, it still gets you the buff that can be used later on in the actual round itself. Beast mode, baby! And now we have level 3 from Luke. Unfortunately, no buff on his end of things, but he doesn't really need it sometimes. That's a 50% combo. Damn, baby! Oh, he's stuck in the corner now. Oh, no, that's going to be that's not going to be enough to kill. Oh, drops the combo. That is a huge drop. There we go. All right. Continue. Just throws out the big old buttons to go and say, nope, we're going to anti-air with this. Make sure we're not letting you out of the corner here. You're here forever now. You're here forever now. We're going to make sure you stay there. Oh, he misses the meaty with the setup. Okay, back in the neutral here. Oh, that was a risky jump from there. Because the Luke's been anti-airing every time they've been doing it. Oh, no. Again, just a very, very ballsy attempt here. But again, it's just every time. Oh, the overheads. We got the meaties now. We got the meaties. Oh, the paint can exploded as he did it. Anti-air, not able to get a full combo for it, but was able to just throw it out there. Tried the combo, dropped, and he did a level 1 and go ahead and tried to go ahead and capitalize on it. Can't quite do it. Oh, he gets just snuffed out. Oh, man. That is upsetting. Oof. Oof.
You see that? You know, be aggressive in those situations. Get your bar back and catch him off guard with Shine. Shot first.
This is like a lot. Like, again, this is such a big neutral matchup here. I'm trying to figure out, okay, who's got what, who can go ahead and kind of abuse stuff. What in God's name are they even going to do to try to get in all of these things? It seems like the Luke is doing a really good job of like calling out anytime they try to go ahead and go for that slide anymore by just jabbing their way out of it. Problem is that now they're kind of adjusted, and this Kimberly's just not really going for it as much as he was, using it mostly to extend pressure and combos, it looks like. Level 3, get the buff. And that's actually going to kill right there. Yep, and that's dead. Yeah, I was sitting there like, that is absolutely dead here. No. Yep, take your time. Absolutely go ahead and make sure that you go ahead and think about this, because that Kimberly is just like, is still like a big moment here, but you need to go ahead and reset some of the momentum here. Kimberly is going to run you over if you let it happen. Excellent jab. That's what I'm talking about. They're reacting to the teleports and to the drive rushes with a jab as they see him coming here, able to go ahead and just stop them from doing stuff. Nope. Okay, again, using buttons here, gets them burnt out. Again, not necessarily the end of the world here, but now probably not ideal. No problem being in, just pressuring up as you do stuff. Burns himself out as well. Not going to go ahead and even care. Both of them are burnt out. Both of them dealing with the consequences of their actions here. Both of them do not care. Wow, that Luke, the overhead. Woo! That charge overhead was just, that charge giant swing is just doing some work here. Oh. Full combos here. Gets set up paint can. Make sure you don't got the overhead. You can't look for everything all the time. At a certain point, you will have to go ahead and crack. And you know what? Just got to throw in many options as you possibly can over top of it. Oh, critical arc ready for him. He needs to go ahead and be very careful, though. The wake-up jabs. Tried to go ahead and wake up doing something, and that Kimberly said no. All right, both tied up here. Round of one apiece. Oh, the jab into the rush. Keep the combo going. Get the buff up. All right. This might actually be the determining factor of who ends up winning this one, so I'm to see who ends up taking this. So much faster. Drive, right, impact through it, and get a drive impact back at him just for his troubles. And this is going to hurt with that buff up.
Potentially one more interaction.
And it's one buff away. Oh, no! He almost hit it, missed it, whiffed everything, couldn't do it, burned himself out in process, though. Got to wake up, got to watch out. Excellent. Oh, man! That was a hell of a forward dash. Not enough to go ahead and give it. Oh, one interaction left. Wake up super, and it worked, and that's gonna kill. Wow, that was a wild interaction from the both of them at this point. That was wild from both of them. The wild forward dash from and to get on the dive kick, the buttons and the response to it. Oof. Just the absolute ballsy player required to do that. Like, you gotta have a lot of balls to go ahead and hold forward against Kimberly. Drive rushes, go ahead and get your damage. Go ahead and do what you can. Push him out of the corner. Make sure I get out of here. Get me away from this. Whiffs the DP. Like, no punish. All right, Kimberly's got to go for the slide. No! There you go. That's why she needs to go ahead and be able to use that and the right distance, though. They both whip jumping because they both try to go ahead and try to call each other out in the full screen. Oh. Gotta be careful. All right, abuse some of the. They're both losing their block gauge, whatever the gauge is called. Ooh. And neither one of them can really drive rush right now. Only Luke's finally got the resources to do it. Oh, burns himself out for it. Be very careful. Oh, both of them really go ahead and just drive gauge their way through it. Abuse the buttons. Abuse the buttons. Do what you can. EX9 DPs through it. Wake up, Super. Of course, it's gonna work. Why wouldn't it? It got you the round last time, now didn't it? Oh, still alive though. Still alive though. The slide. The slide. Okay, so drive rush. They both cover drive rush immediately. I'm here for you, Fox. Don't worry, buddy. Don't worry, Fox. I'm here for you. All right, immediately around start, they're both going for drive rushes, and Luke's the one able to actually get the hit. Overhead, cannot keep the gun. Rushes again. The combo keep going. Push him in the corner. Keeps him there. Now you gotta go ahead and deal with all these mix-ups. What are you gonna do here? Gotta be very careful. Oh, wakes up, light kick, and then bunch. And then beast mode, baby. That's not going to be enough to kill, but that will, in fact, not tickle either. About 10% left. Be there. The mix-ups can't go for another one. Level 3s, and that's going to kill. Critical Art is about to murder. That was an excellent use of that one here. Able to go ahead and just confirm off like the 2 low hits. Still alive! EXDP's alive! I don't believe it! Wow!
The book was closed.
Everyone thought it was over! Everyone thought it was over. Just EXDP's on Wake Up, because why the hell wouldn't you? Why the hell? He was alive with a pixel! A pixel, a prayer, and an EXDP, and it takes him the round.
Yeah, after credit scene. After credit scene. It's a sit down, it's not over yet. A Marvel movie.
Be very careful. All right, yeah, the mid-range. They're trying to go. Nuke needs to go ahead and make sure Kimberly does not have enough space to really get these buttons going here. Tries to drive rush through. The dive kick does not get quite to it. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Now you got your setups, cannons, and the buttons here. Overhead gets the drive rush. The buff is still active right now. It won't. It'll kill. It's not over. It's alive. But wakes up with the actual light punch, takes the round and the game. That was some good Kimberly play. That was a very good Kimberly play. Okay, so excellent match. What can we decipher from what we just saw here? From what I'm seeing here, a lot of what we were going for it was, Luke needed to definitely be able to. He can't really approach like he'd like to. Like, he would go ahead and try to abuse some of the buttons here because Kimberly's able to go ahead and use the slide stuff. So he needs to go ahead and kind of just abuse a lot of the buttons and wherever he can, and don't give her enough space to back up and then get those plus frames. Luke needs just to be just a little bit closer in order to deal with some of the crazy stuff that Kimberly was doing. Unfortunately, that Kimberly was doing a very, very good job of just backing up, making sure the walk speeds and the right spot for it, making sure that you knew exactly when you needed to go ahead and go in, go out. It was close the entire time, but definitely something Kimberly was able to go ahead and just kind of take control over in the neutral and make sure that like the setups weren't really go ahead and like, or usually be in his favor. It was really go ahead and just say, we're going to go ahead and make sure that I go in when I want to go in, I don't go in when I don't go in, and we're going to go ahead and just control the pace of the play. He was very good at controlling when things happened and why they happened. So it's very interesting to see how they kind of worked out. And also a lot more of these drive rushes. As I'm seeing here, there's going to be a lot of drive rushes and a lot of people just using that as a way to get in if you're playing as Kimberly. If you're playing as Kimberly, you're going to see a lot of people go for that. Like, it's going to go ahead and be a lot of just being able to go ahead and just use that as a way to get in and go ahead and get your plus frames and then go ahead and all these extra crazy buttons to do what you can. If you can find a way to disrespect her on your wake up, if you can go ahead and find a way to kind of stop her momentum, stop her from like getting the space, then you're going to go ahead and do better. But it's still it's a hard proposition to do just because she's so mobile and so fast. But she also has been relatively poor defensive options, as we saw. As we saw, she doesn't really have too much things she can really do on Wake Up. She just needs to go ahead and rely on her movement, or to go ahead and stay mobile and get the hell out of there when she can. When he was able to go ahead and pin her down and kind of like bully her in the corner, that's when he took a lot of his rounds. So he needs to go ahead and find a way to keep that going here. All right, next match, we got Hawaiianshirtman playing Dee Jay, which hell yeah we do, because Hawaiianshirtman fucking rules. And we got Ken. I don't know who the Ken player is, but I do believe it was the Ken player that proceeded to go ahead and lose the last time. Not the one that got the not the one that got the double perfect on the Marisa. The Marisa is now in loser's bracket, it looks like. Well, this is the other. From what we see here, last we saw Hawaiianshirtman was very tricky playing against Punk's Cammy. Unfortunately for him, sadly enough, Punk's Cammy is fast as hell and hard to really pin down. He's able to go ahead and abuse a lot of the buttons, make sure that a lot of the mid-range stuff that he wants to set up wasn't really able to go ahead and get a lot of that started. Unfortunately, it was very close, but Punk was able to adjust and go, like, abuse a lot of his buttons here. This time, he's playing against the Ken, and Ken is playing a very different game than the Ken that he was playing before earlier. He needs to go ahead and find a way to just stay in that mid-range, as we were talking about earlier, and get all of his like left-rights, his fireballs, wars, his everything he's got here. He needs to be more than willing to go ahead and trade these fireballs in his favor here, because he's got the doubles. Oh, the anti-air. Oh shit. Okay. It's a very... Oh, wow! Wow, he threw the fireball out to go ahead and counter the fireball in his face, but Ken was doing either drive rush, full screen to make sure it lands. Incredible. Oh, tries to parry, does not get it. Can't get anything started here. Oh, he slides to try and catch him off guard, but does not work and eats the combo into death.
He threw a fireball. He saw Hawaiianshirtman throw his own fireball to cancel it. Yeah. He drive rushed behind it and got a punish. That's why parrying fireballs is so important. You cannot get caught with your pants down in situations like that, Cola.
He's trying to go ahead and win the fireball war. Can't quite do it. He needs to switch up to parrying. He can't go ahead and let the guy get the parries. He can't sit there and try to win the fireball war with the with his own fireballs. Oh, he tries to do the same thing, but he's ready for the parries.
He parries it and he gets frame advantage. That is the answer.
Wow, that is actually impressive. Very tricky he's going to have to deal with here, because that's the best way. Oh, the challenge knew it was coming here. They've been trying to do the same thing. DP's through the setup. Oh, okay. What you got here? What you got, Hawaiianshirtman? Be careful. What you got? God, it's such a wild slide. No! Knew he was going to go over an extra button at the end there. Couldn't actually, and it calls him out for it. Takes the round, and that's game one to the Ken. Oh, he tries to go ahead and fireball his way through it as well. Trying to go ahead and get the... Oh, excellent use of the... Try to bait for the fireball. Oh, the overhead. That's what I'm saying. That tricky stuff right there. That little DP thing into the air button here on the way down. That hits, and you get a combo after that. You need to be very careful, and that's what I'm talking about. Why he's such a weird character to deal with in the neutral, because usually you can't out fireball that, because you got to go ahead and deal with him go ahead the two fireballs. So I'll just get through that. You can't go ahead and really stop him from when he's in that little neutral range. He's in the air. You need to say, okay, what side is he coming down on, and how am I going to have to deal with the anti-air when the move's already kind of at this point? It's a very tricky situation and very interesting to go ahead and deal with, especially if he's Ken here. Can't let him go ahead and abuse some of that. Unfortunately, he's now seeing the results of that with this drive impact he took. Oh, the extra damage, because of course, look at the styles, man. The shimmy on the wake up, try to call out the grab, and got eaten to death for it. Round one goes to Hawaiianshirtman. Oh, the grab missed. Unfortunate. Oh no. And this right here is what we saw last time. The Ken player able to go and just dominate neutral here with all the crazy fundamentals he's got. You need to be very careful about how you do it. And there's the fireball war, and this is what DJ needs to do play. He wants to go ahead and have that fireball war so he can go ahead and make sure that it's in his favor. Oh, DP's his way through it, and that is gonna hit. And he's got does he have the rhythm? Can he keep the rhythm up? Can he keep the rhythm? He got the rhythm up, baby. He got the rhythm of the movement, baby. Just the man. This is a man who knows exactly the vibe he's got going, and DJ vibes with him hardest. And I respect him for it. I respect him for it. Incredible. That was a really good call for the DJ. Look at the extra damage you get for that beat stuff. That's super nutty. Oh, excellent call on the ground throw here. Can't go ahead and throw a fireball right now. Oh, he tries to go ahead and do it. Oh, be careful. Oh, he's all right. So right now, the Chem player's done a very good job of making sure that the air-to-air option that DJ has, one of his bigger threats, is able to go ahead and neutralize it, and he's DP'd it every single time. So he's gonna really stop him from going for it. Whereas now it's all about the fireball and the fundamental war. And unfortunately, it looks like DJ is doing a really, really good job of just like, okay, much more confident in the fireball war, making sure that Ken is trying to go ahead and he's not able to go ahead and abuse him like he was in the first game. He's definitely much more confident in the ability to go ahead and just trade these fireballs, make sure that he knows when to throw them out, and make sure that the setups for him are pretty easy to go ahead and make safe. And also a lot of that as well, unfortunately. That didn't work there, but you know the idea is still the same. Footsies. Oh, punish counter. Excellent jab. EXDP, because I'm a Ken player, and I do not care. Oh, side switch again. That's what I'm talking about. It hasn't really worked out with him too much right here, so he needs to be very careful when he does it. Every time he tries to jump in, that Ken will be ready with the DP. He's gone for it every time. Oh no! Why would you go for that? No! And then chips him out because he was in burnout. You'd be very confident in your defense to go ahead and make this work. Unfortunately, you need to actually have the life bar to survive said attempts to get burnt out. Oh boy, oh man, overhead, block, block! Oh, the Tatsu block, punished, can't get a full combo out of it though. Oh, okay, so that's the first time that's actually connected here. So if he's shown that he's willing to continue to go for it, so that is another mental stack for it. DPs anyway, and did not get hit a second time. At this point, you definitely want him to fall. You want him to get dusted. Oh man, he's getting duffed. Watch out! Oh, there's no anti-air. I will say this Ken is really good at these anti-airs. Oh, excellent use, excellent use. All right, there you go. Chips him to death here. He's willing to go ahead and back up. Just let him make a mistake. He's gonna overextend at some point here. Let him go ahead and don't try to overwhelm. Excellent parries from full screen at the drive rush. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Look at the damage there. There's the level 2. That's take your damage where you can get it. Oh, EX fireball. Interesting. You need to be very careful. You can't go over into the drive rush. You can burn yourself out, and last time that ended up getting you killed. Oh, be careful. There you go. He's trying to parry these fireballs right now, but he's eating a lot of them himself here. All right, that Ken is trying to go ahead and win the fireball war. You can't do that against DJ. He's not anti-airing a lot of these things for some reason. I don't entirely know what the game plan for him is there, but every time he's trying to go for it, it just never really seems to work out for him.
Being aggressive does gain your bar a little bit faster.
Oh man, that's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt. No, doesn't spin the bar. Doesn't spin the bar. Keeps it going. Oh, now he's gonna get stunned. He might actually be dead here. That's gonna be enough to kill. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. All right. Then, therefore, that's another round for the Ken. That's another round for the Ken. That one, a lot of what seemed to be killing, seemed to go ahead and really hurt the DJ here, is he burnt himself out a lot, and the Ken was able to really abuse him for doing so. A lot of the moments here, his defense wasn't necessarily bad, but he wasn't able to go ahead and deal with the fact that he was taking extra chip damage, extra like a lot of negative frames here. Wasn't able to get the return on investment for being in burnout. He got abused a lot, and that definitely cost him in the end.
Oh, hold up. Double light kick, trying to parry. It is negative, but if it's space correct.
Air to air for it. Again, here's the fundamental stuff. He needs to go ahead and make sure. Oh, drive, rush, punish. Exactly. Try to throw some fireballs. Willing to go ahead and stay on full screen for it. Parrying a lot of these fireballs. Not letting him go and get the drive rush back in like he did in the front round 1. Not gonna let him try to drive rush him through. Oh, calls out the fireball, but does not actually capitalize, sadly enough. Air to air. Abuse, pause and frames, buttons. Oh, and then just drive him back through it. Level 2. just getting so much out of that. He tried to go in and go for it again, but the parry, he saw the parry, didn't fully commit to it, and that's gonna be a problem. He needs to be careful. Oh man, that was not the right move. I don't think. He's gonna go ahead and just walk on in very carefully. EX Fireball, he's burnt out, can't do anything about it. Just gotta deal with it. And that's what I mean. These burnouts are killing Hawaiianshirtman. These burnouts are killing Hawaiianshirtman right now. Although he's using a lot more parries instead of trading the Fireball Wars right now, because I believe it's way more. He knows he's gonna try to drive rush right into it after the first round.
I respect that.
Yeah.
Oh no! Oh, good call out on the kick there. Oh, he tries! He misses the first time ever, and he gets killed for it. He misses the first time for the overhead the overhead kick, and just dies for the first try. Trying. Yeah, and this is so you gotta be careful, buddy. He's willing to go ahead and just this is momentum, baby. EXDP, anti-airs, make sure you said no. Level 3s in response, and you're gonna take some of this. Back massage, all right. That's what he wants. Walk up back massage, because it's gonna work. Because it's gonna work. Be very careful. Sadly, he's not having any of the extra. He doesn't get a buff like Kimberly does. But you know what? It does look cool when it happens, and I respect him for going for it. You're very careful. Excellent parry. Oh no! It doesn't keep it held. Keep jabbed in the face in the corner, and wow! Hawaiianshirtman with the random ass EX Fireball that works.
For a game 5, taking it all the way the distance.
And here we are with another game 5. There have been so many game 5s for this game. There's so many game 5s for this. Drive rush to go ahead and get pressure up. Stay in his face. Don't let him get back into the Fireball War. Don't let him get back to the Fireball War. Again, this is a very ballsy opposition here. If you go ahead that Fireball War, you're going to have some problems. Oh, man, no. Oh, jumps over the EX Fireball, and this is what I'm talking about. Now he's got to deal with like he's in burnout, and he's also playing with Ken, who's being very aggressive. You're going to have so little to work with here, and now you're in the corner. He's going to go ahead and throw a drive rush. All he's going to do is throw one out drive rush, and you're going to go ahead and drive impact, and you're going to go ahead and be stunned the entire time. And this is the final round here. He needs to be much more cognizant of these burnouts he's been doing here. He's been sending so much drive meter. Be careful. There's about plus frames. Tries to go with the grab, but again, just dealing with all this crazy stuff. All right, Ken is now burnt out. He's willing to go ahead and be in his face. Still gonna walk forward here because he's Ken, and why wouldn't you if you're playing Ken? Level. Oh man, level 1. Can't parry any of these when he's got to deal with it. Oh man. The absolute confidence of this man right here. The confidence of this Ken to just say, you know what? I feel like abusing stuff right now. We're just going to walk forward. I do not care. Oh, he tries to get the combo, but the combo misses.
Double fireballs. Continue putting that work. Mikaul, don't panic here with the fireball. Save your drive gauge. You know how to use this.
Level 3. Is it going to hit? It does hit. The level 2 hits. Oh, he's alive. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh. Final game, final round. No, it drops after falling on the combo.
Fireball game looking good. Back and forth.
Oh, jumps over the fireballs, and that is what he's been trying to go for this entire time, and has yet to be able to make it. EXDP says, I don't care about your wake-ups. Oh, wow. That is unfortunate. Goes for the rush to go ahead and try to stop it, and just has to deal with this. Oh, man. Oh, man, this is Hawaiianshirtman's game to win right here. Hawaiianshirtman's game to win. There it is.
Hawaiianshirtman moves on in the bracket.
Wow. Wow, that was... The man knew how to go ahead and just abuse some of that nonsense. Look at that. Look at that man right there. Look at that man right there. What term is this? This is DreamHack. So this was DreamHack that happened today. I'll go ahead and post the VOD right here, but I figured we'd go ahead and check it out, see what the tournament's going on here, and see what we can actually watch here. This is a replay of it. He's got the maracas. He's got the dance. Hawaiianshirtman's got the dance. Of course he does. Why wouldn't he? Get the dance on in there, baby. Do a little love. Get down tonight. Yeah, so this is a DreamHack that happened today, and I figured we'd break down some of what's going on here, what we're seeing, what's good, what's bad, what some of the high-level players that people are doing here, and what we can kind of like learn from what's going on here. What I'm learning here is that was a crazy back and forth. The fireball, I don't know why the Ken was going for a lot of this fireball wars, because it's not necessarily a winning battle if you're going to be playing against Dee Jay, because Dee Jay can go ahead and just throw actually has fireballs for it. Anyway, so what I was seeing here, I'm getting a lot of like feelings that Ken was throwing a lot of those fireball wars there, and Deathnote really seemed to pan out for him a lot of times, because he was trying to go ahead and force him to like throw and do the fireball stuff, and then he was going to try to do EXD drive rush behind the fireball to stop him from really kind of getting into it. Once DJ started to shut that down, then he didn't really have the option to do it anymore, so he's kind of playing a risky business game of trying to throw those out there and try to just get in the war with him, and he was losing a fair amount, but he was also still able to go ahead and control out of the neutral when he was able to shut down that fireball war. When he made sure that neither one of them could really use that, it didn't really kind of factor in anymore. He was also very good at shutting down every single time he tried to go ahead and do the air kick, and I tried to go ahead and do the left-right mix-up. He DP'd through it almost every single time. It only actually hit like once or twice the entire match. So he really shut down that option for DJ, so it became much more of like that he had to rely on the normals, rely on the drive rushes, and rely on the fireball war in order to go ahead and make sure that DJ couldn't get anything going like that. It was definitely a match that I think DJ would definitely kind of win if you're going to keep doing that. But the idea is still sound enough. It just seemed like some odd decisions here that he was able to go ahead and just push him into pressure and just not let him get any of his nonsense here. Not let him be as tricky as he'd like to be, at least from what I'm seeing here. But I will say that was very, very impressive how they were able to go ahead and keep the drive rushes behind the fireballs. You throw the fireball, and then you drive rush directly after it to go ahead and close that distance and make sure that one couldn't be comfortable doing so on the other hand. And also, like, a lot of the jumps over the fireballs themselves, trying to space out the timing, trying to go ahead and bait each other out for the fireball war the entire time. It was definitely something that was interesting to see, and interesting to go ahead and kind of, like, understand what the dichotomy of the matchup between the two of them are. Alright, so, next match. This is going to be Punk here playing Cammy, and this should be a Kimberly on the right here, if I'm right. Yep, it's Kimberly. Alright, so, yes, playing Kimberly. This last one was a very close set with this Kimberly before, whereas girl! The faces are the best. The last set was for Kimberly was very, very close. They had a lot of just, I think it came down to like final match for every single one of them. So it went to game 5, whereas Punk also did so. No, it didn't go so. He was able to go ahead. He lost one of them, and then was able to go and just run himself over top of Hawaiianshirtman, because once he kind of shut down a lot of like the other options for it, made sure that he was in his face and able to go ahead and stop him from doing a lot of his options. He was able to just abuse his buttons to make sure that's going to be happening here. This is going to be a very different matchup, though, because now they're both really highly mobile characters, very high setup characters. This is going to be highly setup stuff to go ahead and just abuse all the options that you have here. But Cammy is moving so fast that it's also going to be hard to pin her down. So it's going to be fascinating to see how well this Kimberly does pinning down Cammy and making sure that she's not able to go ahead and basically run amok with a lot of her buttons here. That heavy punch for Cammy is also doing a lot of work for Punk. Every time he's been throwing it out there, he's been getting a lot of mileage out of punish combos for that with that heavy punch, and it's just doing a lot of damage for him and a lot of extra stuff. Also, important to note that how they're using their drive rush in very different ways. Kimberly has been mostly using their drive rush to go ahead and get in, make sure the combos are like you're in your face, you're setting things up. So it's going to be drive rush into kick, the low kick, which will usually go ahead and get you like the plus frames and the setups, and if that connects, then you've got a combo. Whereas this, Cammy is mostly using it for combo extensions, and Punk's using it for combo extensions because he wants to go ahead and squeeze as much damage as he possibly can, because he doesn't want to have to keep doing it over and over and over again. So it's going to be fascinating to see how both of their uses of the Drive Rush are going to be different, and how they're going to go ahead and manage using them when they have the option to do so.
This character, when she hits that level 3, you see it's going to be Punk versus Deathnote.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. The moment for Drive Rush, they was like immediately going, like, oh, the overhead.
And that lion's share of that 10K at play right here.
Pin it down here.
Okay.
How dare you put pants on Cammy? Don't worry, Fizzy. Oh, I really like this freeze frame here. Don't worry, Fizzy. Her other costume is actually in there as well. Although I do like the yoga pants. I mean, come on, let's be honest here. If you look at the actual yoga pants themselves, they accentuate the butt better than the leotard that she has, man. All right? The form is now able to go ahead and be fully caressed by the outfit. Whereas when you have the leotard, it's all just kind of hanging out there and sitting there. That's fine. That's a good outfit as well. I'll fully support that. But the leotard, the yoga pants themselves help accentuate the cheeks.
Steady, but there we go, that heavy kick.
Oh, all right. So Punk's now, it looks like Punk wants to go ahead and use that a little more often for this pressure here instead. The shimmy. Exactly. Now go ahead and be very careful when you wake up buttons. As we saw last round, Punk's more than willing to go ahead and just wake up buttons every single time you go for it. So if you go ahead and try to get some meaty here and it messes up, then you are not going to go ahead and be happy here. The shimmy again. Look at some of these shimmies are doing work.
That'll kill, and what a smart decision again.
He's doing so well at just trying to go ahead and get these pressure situations and then just shimmying back and forth, just trying to go ahead and call out a button for it. Oh, overhead. Was looking for the slide. Let go for it. Oh, excellent use of the drive impact. Throws her back range. And now she burnt out as well. Needs to deal with this. Now you're in the corner against Cammy, and she's got buttons for days. What are you about to do? How in God's name are you about to get out of this? Oh, he tries to rush through it. Drive impact does not get it. It's a level 3 for her troubles. And now Cammy has got the buff. Which is genuinely, like, that right there seems to be a big part of the game plan for Cammy. Like, for Kimberly. She needs to get that buff rocking and rolling. That's going to go ahead and get so much more of an advantage for the next round as she does it. Oh, so she's going for a lot less of the slides here like that, and using a lot more of the overheads now. You need to go ahead and be careful at mixing up the options to make sure that keeping Punk on his toes. Excellent call out there, because he's been calling it out. Every time that he tries to go for drive rush in the slide, Punk's been doing a really good job of jabbing it out of it, making sure he can't get anything really going for it, and just punish it every time he's going for the slides here. He's going for the slides raw now because he's trying to go ahead and try to call him out for seeing any kind of tries to call out the slide and gets hit by the teleport overhead and then just takes the life bar for it. Instant rematch, and we got ourselves a match here. Oof. Again, the neutral here is really, really good. This Kimberly player is doing Deathnote is doing super good job of just mixing up his options and making sure that Punk doesn't have any real time to really consider all the things going on here. The mental stacks eventually build up here, and at a certain point, you do need to go ahead and realize that it's gonna be happening there. Boom. Throw loops, does not go for it. Drive, impacts through it. Oh, the combo drops. No, and exactly, calling out every time he's going for it. Every time he's trying to go for that drive brush, he's been jabbing it right out of it, making sure. And but he's still mixing up a lot of his other options here. So he's trying to go ahead and create the mental stacks, because that's what he's looking for. He's making sure that, okay, no, don't forget that option's there while I do all this other crazy stuff as well. Oh, man, the air missed. Drive rush for the throw. Missed out. Oh, no! Punk answers with his own drive impact and level 3s and says you're gonna level 2s and says we're gonna go ahead and have you deal with some extra damage here. Now she burnt out, doesn't have the ability to go into all the crazy stuff, but she still got the opportunities. Oh, with throw does not whip. So now look at the fucking pressure. Oh no! Oh, the EX, the spiral kick. Oh, got him blown up. Oh, man, it doesn't burn himself out yet, but he burns himself out there, and there is next game for Punk. Man, these wins are fast. That's what I was talking about with, like, when we started talking about this one. This is going to be a very fast match. Everyone needs to go ahead and be thinking a million miles a minute here because everyone needs to be able to confirm a lot of these random stray hits into actual damage and anything else you can take here. They both need to be thinking as fast as they possibly can, and it seems like right now they're both neck and neck of like, okay, we need to be very quick and confirming a lot of nonsense here. Just make it so it's all about who can think faster and who can go ahead and confirm all the crazy stuff you're throwing out there. Anti-air, excellent for the teleport. Last time he was looking for every time before he was looking for the slide here, but now he's going ahead and able to go ahead and call it out with a different button here. Oh no! Button drops, gets him in the corner here, keeps Kimberly going for drive impacts, does not let him get away with it, and now he's going to go ahead and take this full combo while being burnt out. The situation is pretty dire, and now, oh man, that is going to be you son of a mother. Punk, you lose because of this, you deserve it. Punk, if you lose because of that, you fucking deserve it, and you know that.
Hello? Did he? No, he did not. No, he did not.
Yes, he
they
did,
said it's
Colo.
not possible. They said you can't cross him and he can't confirm. They said it's not possible.
Upsetting. I can't believe he stunned the man, and then was able to go ahead and drop the combo. Was not able to kill. Almost got it taken away from him, and then EXDPs into another EX spiral arrow. What the actual hell, man?
That was godlike.
Godlike. Also fucking disrespectful as all hell. Disrespectful as all hell. Oh, no, can't do that. You can't do it. He's calling it out every time here. He's been calling it out for it every single time you go for it. EXDP misses. Yeah, that's the kind of damage you get. Go ahead and get your set up, and there's your level 3, and now you got your buff here.
Hand me the ox. Hope you like the song. It's on repeat.
God, burns herself out. That's gonna be, and that's gonna be EX. That is going to be critical art. That's gonna kill.
He's gonna make it 2 games now, 2-1.
Yeah! And there's the game. Final game for Punk. All right, so that's 2-1. Final game for Punk if he wins this. This Kimberly player needs to go ahead and change up the game plan just a little bit because what he's doing here is clearly getting eaten up every single time he's going for slide, every time he goes for drive rush. He's getting jabbed like that every single time. He can't keep doing it anymore. He's been shutting it down the options so consistently, so fantastic. You can't keep trying to go and rely on that. You will get blown up for it from Punk right now. Anti-air. Oh, the air-to-air combo into the dive kick. Look at this pressure. Look at the pressure Punk is just putting on Kimberly right now. You gotta stop. You can't do it. He's doing really good at confirming that EXD spiral arrow and his DP though.
Here we go.
This is oh no, you can't keep doing it.
Still okay though.
Still alive. Puts in the corner though. You need to be careful. It just jumps on out. Gets on out of here. Don't want to be in the corner like this. Deal with the problem is. Oh, unfortunately, you are alive. Oh, careful. He's like Punk has like no meat and drive mirror to work with. EXDP, you have a chance right now, Kimberly. You have a chance.
Here we go. How far can you catch it?
How far can you take this?
Level 3? No, this is spinning.
Oh, he wakes up buttons. He wakes up buttons. Grand finals for Punk with his Cammy. Of course, he's been waking up buttons a lot during this whole tournament here, and he's been doing a very good job of just like not making sure any kind of meaty options that aren't airtight are gonna go ahead and get eaten up. He's just gonna wake up, mash jab, making sure that keep everyone honest, keep everyone saying, know what? No, we're not gonna go and give you the option here. I'm gonna down jab every single time and get the wake up.
And I just want to point out.
Okay, what else do we get here? What else do we see here? As we mentioned, very quick match for everybody. Everyone needs to be moving a million miles a minute. Everyone needs to be thinking as fast as they possibly can. Makes sense. However, what is also going on here is Punk was able to shut down a lot of that approach option that a lot of Kimberly players love to abuse. Likes to go ahead and drive rush into slide because it's plus frames. You're able to go ahead and do a lot after that, and if it lands, you get a combo. Punk was able to shut that down every single time. After the first game, he was able to go ahead and say, no, we're not going to go ahead and let you do this one. I'm going to jab. I'm going to go ahead and like do kicks at you. I'm going to go ahead and get you an actual combo. Shut it down every single time he tried. So he was not able to really kind of abuse it like he was able to abuse it for everybody else here. Second thing we learned here. the use of drive rush for both characters seems to be a not necessarily. It seems like a lot of like the Kimberly player was just burning herself out way more often because all of her options get shut down like that. Because a lot of that kept going down, he was able to go ahead and just abuse and like make sure that okay, she's got less resources now. I have blown this up. I can now take control and take advantage of this one. He was trying to go ahead and very, very much so, like eventually get him caught with it. He was never getting caught with it, and after a while here, it genuinely just got him like murdered. He just starved him to death. So yeah, good moves from Punk, a good adjustments. Unfortunately, the Kimberly player was not able to adjust in time, and unfortunately died for it. But he's still in losers, whatever the hell round he's in. So we'll see what he can get in here. All right, this next one. This is going to be Hawaiianshirtman playing Dee Jay, because Dee Jay, why the heck not? And he's going to go ahead and be playing, it looks like another Kimberly. A lot of Kimberly players, as we've noticed here.
Let's get into our next match.
As we've noticed here, there's a lot of Kimberly players that have been playing here. A lot of people going ahead and just playing this character and just abusing a lot of the crazy stuff that she's got here.
I see one repeat character.
One repeat character.
I see one repeat character.
It's Kimberly. It's Kimberly.
As they're talking here, it's all a bunch of Kimberlys all the time here. Shine needs to go ahead and be very careful about the approach options for. Let's go and talk about the matchup really quick. Shine needs to be very Hawaiianshirtman needs to be very careful of the approach options of Kimberly. Obviously, unless he can shut down like Punk was able to do with the EX slide, the driver slide, then it's not going to go ahead and you're going to have to deal with a lot of the crazy mix-ups. Whereas Hawaiianshirtman needs to go ahead and like shut that down and get the fireball game going or the mix-up game going, and you kind of just pin her down to do all the crazy like air-to-air, left-right mix-ups here. Kimberly needs to, on the other hand, land that shit and just do whatever Kimberly does. Just be in their face, make them think about 1,000 different options, about 1,000 different times, and what the heck can you even do in response to a lot of this crazy stuff. Just create enough mental stacks to the point where it's able to go ahead and just be right. This is where Hawaiianshirtman needs to be right there. He needs to go ahead and be mid-range, go ahead and abusing what kind of like extra kind of stuff you have here. EXTPs, if he's going to go ahead and get hit with it and he's going to take the damage, he might as well go ahead and EXTP his way through it regardless. Yep, this right here is going, oh man, that he tried to jump over it, cannot make it work, and that's going to eat a combo for it. Keep the combo going, what you got, drive rush afterwards. Another setup here. No, she needs to get the paint cam. She's got one more left. Oh no! He parries the run and gets grabbed for his troubles. That's so upsetting. Oh, the wake up back throw. Be careful. Drive impacts from like half screen. I like the idea because he thought he was going to come forward. Unfortunately, it was a rush and was able to drive impact right back at you.
Okay. Extension. Here we go. Level 3.
And here we are with the everyone's favorite part of the character. She's got her buff now. Buff active. Got to deal with all the extra damage and all the extra nonsense here. Extra damage, extra speed, extra rhythm over your head. Everything what you got here, right? That's he jumps it. Excellent jump over the XDP right the grab there. Wow, it's so far and so fast, and no, he blocked the punish. Oh man, and now Hawaiianshirtman's on the back ropes right now. Hawaiianshirtman is now down 2-0. Wait, no, it's 1-0. I'm incorrect. Sorry about that. It's so fast. Like, she's just so fast. I mean, you can't punish it like Cammy was able to do and Punk was able to do. Then it's going to be a super rough time for everybody here. That's what it needs to be doing. It needs to be abusing that sequence right there. Make sure that just does not have the time to set up her nonsense. Problem is that how do you do that? How do you really go ahead and keep her honest from the full screen? You jab her out. You go ahead and make sure that she doesn't get any of her options available here. No! The side switch! This is where he's deadly. This is where Kimberly likes to be. Wants to go ahead and make sure. Oh, fights his way out of the corner. Oh, the mix of the jump buttons. I like it. I like it.
Okay. The weave backwards. Checks the face. It's a throw as well.
There we go.
Oh,
overhead. Into it. What you got? What you got? The parry, you got a parry, baby. Let's go, let's get the rhythm up, baby. Get the rhythm up, man. What you got, man? Unfortunately, as you see, that did like no damage. Like, because it was off a parry. Because it was off a parry, 2 hits into the level 2. We got a light bar here.
Oh my God, let me find out.
And like no damage. It's just like known. Like no damage whatsoever. While I understand, while I get it, I really feel like that there is just not worth going in for the actual damage at that point. Keep your meter, keep your bar, do what you can to go ahead and just say, hey, I want to go ahead and like put some up. I know DJ gets some kind of buff every once in a while too, but I don't entirely know what the details for it are. But I know that like at that point, it's not necessarily even worth the actual like the meter itself to go for it. You go ahead and save that for another mix-up, and just go ahead and get whatever damage you possibly can at the time here.
Heavily scaled, so it's a little sketch, not too much off of it.
It's quite a bit though. Still leading. Shine is the one.
Oh, he tries to go ahead and air to air him, does not make it work, and now this is where Kimberly's just gonna ruin you. You have to go ahead and you can't let her put you here, and now you're gonna eat the entire fucking level 3 for this one, and you are dead. Hawaiianshirtman is dead right now. Alright, next round is going to be the final round here, and needs to be very careful. DJ needs to go ahead and be, it's now going to be even harder for him to go ahead and shut all that stuff down. Oh! As I say that, these counter hits, level 1, baby. Level 1, man! Overheads in the face. Oh, man. That's so tricky. That's so tricky what you got. Yo, the sway into a perfect! The sway into a perfect. I like it. Excellent sequence for Hawaiianshirtman right there. Excellent sequence for Hawaiianshirtman. He just knew how to go ahead and shut down every option there. Like, get a single thing started here. Counter hits on counter hits on counter hits. Able to go ahead and just pressure it in the corner all the way around there. Excellent, excellent sequence. Alright, now he's in the corner here. You gotta go ahead and deal with all the crazy nonsense that Kimberly's got. Gotta be careful. EXDP says, I don't want to deal with it. I would rather just EXDP my way to victory. Oh, the shimmy with the heavy. Oh, doesn't get punished out of it, though. Oh, the mix. No anti-airs. This is what I'm talking about. The defensive options for Kimberly are very limited here. Not able to go ahead and do too much for the DP stuff regardless. Excellent way to go ahead and get around the paint can. And unfortunately, Kimberly just answers right back with the slide. Man, great defense from Hawaiianshirtman right there. Nope, and you're gonna crack eventually. You're gonna crack eventually. He has not really put in any time to go ahead and put any of the options here. There's the fireball. Oh god, the teleport in the slide. Wake up, level 3. Is it gonna work? No, it's not. Ah, he tried to call out a negative move, and unfortunately did not work out in his favor here. And he's gonna have to go ahead and do this with a deficit of a life bar of a EX bar right here.
Might be something we see kind of soon.
Yeah. He needs to be careful. Yep, he needs to go ahead and be very careful about how he throws these fireballs out. Excellent. They've been hitting the right times every time, but exactly for that reason right there. And he's going for another one, level 1. Oh, he's gonna Oh, excellent. He's got to kill. He's got to kill next hit. Next hit for Hawaiianshirtman, and he needs to kill. Burn out for Kimberly. Oh, that was ballsy. Stand in his face when he's very clearly representing that he's more than willing to throw out that EXDP. He's more than willing to make sure that that is going to be a response that you have to expect from him. You can't go ahead and burn yourself out like that and know that he's just not going to let it rip. Look at the smile of this man. The smile of this man right here. He knows. He knows what's good. He knows I don't give it. I'm just going to go for it. All right, let it rock. Let it rock and or roll. Oop. Air to air. That's what's that. Limiting air options, but able to go ahead and jab it out here. Oh, man. Teleports over. In. Oh, overhead. It pushed him in the corner. Look how quick he moved from the corner. Look how fast he went from corner to corner in like one sequence. In like one sequence right here. He's right here. Right here on the other side. Just gotta put him right here. Now he's basically they're on like one side, one corner right there, right? They're like right there in the corner here. Look how fast he goes, like, immediately. Put pressure. Push him forward. Keep pushing him forward. More damage, more pressure, more forward, into the corner. It's so fast. It's so fast that you can optimize that. That was super good for the Kimberly player to go ahead and just make sure that, like, no, we're going to go ahead and make sure we're putting him in the corner. You get touched by Kimberly, you best believe she's going to go ahead and try and pressure you, and you got to be comfortable defending in the corner because that's what he wants to do. Hawaiianshirtman burnt out. Unfortunately, he will have to go ahead and deal with that. How come as his defense is? I don't know, but I don't know if he'll be able to make... Oh, my God, what am I even talking about? Oh, excellent bait of the fireball. Level, oh baby, level 2. No, that was level 1, sorry. That was level 1. Oh man, so close. No, oh man, he goes for the grab and gets just shimmied to death. Oh man, that was unfortunate. That was unfortunate. But that was he was on the verge of that comeback. He was making that work. He was on the verge of that making it work. Oh, the slide. That slide does so much, but unfortunately it's also very negative.
He looks like the type of guy to say, oh, geez. I like that.
Man, these guys are just throwing out these rushes whenever they possibly can here. Just closing the distance in the neutral here. It's fascinating to see how everyone's been like using this instead of like using it for like combo extensions like I thought it would be. It's very interesting to see how they're all just kind of using it for neutral purposes instead of actually just going ahead and saying I want to go ahead and keep the combos going as long as I can. Yep. As I was saying, great combo extension with the drive rush. Oh, tries to go ahead and get the kick, gets drive and get hitting for it out of the corner. The air-to-air is so hard to deal with if you don't have really good anti-air options like Kimberly doesn't really have too much. Oh, immediately follows up the drive, the fireballs with his drive rush. Man, they've been doing that a lot in this game here. It's actually kind of interesting. Exactly right there. There's following up their projectile right behind it to make sure that they had the opportunity to go ahead and like make it safe. Just make sure the pressure is even more so, especially if you're going for like the zoning material or the fireball wars. Keep those fireball wars like going while you have the pressure behind it of your actual buttons. And Hawaiianshirtman's doing a really interesting way of keeping that going here.
Would love for Shine to misplace the slide.
Going for the neutral. It's super hard to go at. Oh man, the shimmies, baby, and we got the level 3 man. Go ahead and tell me, where's the hurt on your little vertebrae? God, Hawaiianshirtman is having a blast. Nobody on planet Earth has more fun playing Street Fighter than Hawaiianshirtman. Nobody. It's great. Love that dude. Hawaiianshirtman's just having a blast out here. Alright, he's in the corner here against Kimberly, unfortunately. Pretty much round start. I put them there. He's going to be very careful about how he keeps the distance here. He's doing a really good job of keeping the neutral just like in his favor.
Pretty low committal for a heavy kick. Yeah.
Excellent. That right there. Exactly. And that's the kind of mix-ups you need to be going for. Oh, man. Unfortunately, it did not work out in favor this time, but the idea is still pretty sound here. You need to go ahead and make sure she abuses the fact that not great anti-air options and also not really good ways to deal with fireballs too much. Exactly, stuff like that. Keep it going. Oh no! Drive rush. But he's burnt out. EXDPs. No! Finally abused the recognized the fact that Hawaiianshirtman was gonna go for that EXDP. All the extra options here. Throw loops into death. Finally able to go ahead and just like call him out for that EXDP call. Oh, excellent use of the feint to go ahead and try to stop him. Hawaiianshirtman does not care. Does not care. I'm gonna go for it anyway. You can't stop me. Except for the one time he did, but that's not important. Oh, the shimmies! He's gotten shimmied a lot. He's gotten shimmied. They've both been doing it to each other, but Hawaiianshirtman's gotten shimmied like twice in really critical situations where it's gotten him like eating a lot of damage. Oh, calls out driving back. Keep the combo going. Keep the rhythm up, man. Keep the rhythm up, man. Abuse the buttons here. Put him in the corner here. Drive impacts. All him in the corner here. Eats the wall splat. And we got the rhythm man. And we got the rhythm man.
But what it does is kill that drive gauge and put Shine in burnout.
Puts her in burnout. She's got to deal with it. Even if she does, she has the speed and the damage here. Oh, trying to jump out. Can't do it. Oh, this is very dangerous. Very dangerous for both of them. One touch for everybody. One touch for everybody here. Oh, he tries to anti-air and gets hit with the air to kick. Oh, man. Man, that was tough. That was rough. That was a rough one. That was a rough one at the end there. All right. So, here's what we got here. That was a very good match for both of them. Yeah, we got the dance. We got the dance. Let's go, Hawaiianshirtman. That's right, man. That's right, man. Let's go, baby. Hawaiianshirtman fucking rules. This dude's the best. He's the best. The most fun person to watch playing Street Fighter and just any video game possible. If you have the opportunity to find Hawaiianshirtman and watch his content, you absolutely do so. The man is a blast to just sit here and watch him vibe. You watch him vibe, you watch him have a good time, and it's just great. The personality he's got for it, the vibe he's just putting out there every time. We're here for it. Excellent matches for both of them, though. Hawaiianshirtman just got shimmied at a lot of really unfortunate time frames. Unfortunately, he did eat a lot of combos for it, just because it was so, like, it was just the wrong time to go for it. It was, like, the right idea, but unfortunately, it was just the wrong time for it. He did do a lot of really good jobs of, like, calling out a lot of the wake-up stuff. He just threw out some EXDPs because he was going to do it. Instead of having to deal with the paint can that was going to explode, he just EXDPs through it because we know in order to keep the pressure real, he needs to keep hitting buttons. So the Kimberly needs to keep those buttons up, keep them going here, and it's just the entire time just could not do anything about it here. So it's very good ideas. Unfortunately, the Kimberly just pressing buttons all over the time here. We're going to go ahead and make him call it out, but it was a very close match for both of them. All right, I think we're about to see a Kimberly mirror match, if I remember right. Yep, it's a Kimberly mirror match. Ladies and gentlemen, this is about to be a very nonsensical match because there's going to be a lot of just like everyone's trying to abuse the same things. Who's going to be able to abuse it faster? Who's going to have the real pressure? Who's got the fake pressure? Who even knows what the pressure even really is anymore? No one really can tell, but you know what? It's going to be fun to watch because why the heck not, right? There we go. Let's do this. Unfortunately have to take a seat on the bench in the spectator seat. Okay, alright, so it will definitely come down to who can go ahead and abuse who in the corner the most here. Like both of them want to put each other in the corner. That's what Kimberly wants to do. She wants to keep you there, make sure that the opportunity is there. Who can do the better here and who can go ahead and really like keep the pressure up here on top of the other one here. It looks like so far, Shine, the red Kimberly, is able to go ahead and really kind of just stop him from like, it's just rush in your face the entire time. Not much you can really do about it at the time here. There's too many mental stacks, too many things going on at the same time. Potentially the drive impact. I wouldn't hate to see that early on in the set. Just they need to go ahead and oh man, the Deathnote is just having such a rough go of it because the Shine is able to go ahead and just in your face the whole time. It's super hard to deal with like this. It's super hard to deal with. Oh, we got the drive rush. No one's really going for impacts though, which I think is kind of interesting because I feel like a lot of this pressure here could probably be blown up with a well-timed drive impact if you know exactly where in the gaps the pressure is. And so they both play this character. There's got to be like a moment in there where they both know, okay, this isn't real, or here's how you go ahead and kind of use it like that right there. Excellent time, the next excellent use of the drive impact to go ahead and try get out of the pressure as it's being thrown at you like that. And nothing here. Okay, keeping it going here, but Shine's doing a good job of just can't get sure there. And the air. Just not letting him get with anything for free here. All right, now it's Deathnote's time. He needs to go ahead and keep the pressure here. He needs to make sure this right here is his time to go ahead and start playing. Wow, Shine tried to go ahead and drive impact, couldn't do it, but oh, it doesn't actually work. Oh man, no extra pressure for the combo. Oh, now he answers back. So yeah, they're doing a lot more drive. They're doing more drive impacts now, which is exactly what I thought. I definitely think that one of them needed to do. Unfortunately, Shine just answered with a level 2. Like, what do you even? Oh, level 1. What do you even do with that one?
Mashing on it there.
Well, that's another way to drive impact, I guess. It worked. It works. If it works, it works.
Picks up with the delayed kick, gets the overhead, and party time.
And this is Shine's bread and butter here. He wants to be here at all times. And he's doing such a good job of keeping Deathnote there. He's doing such a good job of just forcing Deathnote just to be here forever. Pulls out the level 3, and now he's got the buff on top of it as well. Deathnote is on the back foot right now. He needs to make something happen here, and unfortunately, I don't know if he's got the wherewithal to pull that stuff off. Shine is just on it right now. Shine is just on him right now.
This could be it.
Like, going right back into the rematch here, but I feel like you should probably definitely take some time. Go ahead and give it a second here, because both of them are just thinking a million miles a minute, but Shine is just making all the right calls at all the right times. Just abusing this to the point right here. So many options, so many things you gotta look out for that's just it's not like overheads and rushes in the face. Oh, okay, excellent use. No, can't capitalize on it. What? Yeah, how do you deal with like this kind of pressure here? How do you really just like, what do you even do here? Oh, excellent jump. Okay, he needs to capitalize. Make sure he's up there. All right, make something happen here. Don't be afraid. Go ahead and abuse some of these buttons here. You got plenty of meter to work with, plenty of bar and plenty of drive gauge to work with. He needs to make this work. Parries. Oh, calls up the throw. What damage you got? What damage you got? He's got enough for critical art. He's got enough for critical art. Oh, baby! Deathnote answers back. He's made something happen. He will not go out with a fight. That was a monster drop from Shine right there. A monster whiff and just an excellent sequence for Deathnote. Oh, man. Just calling out these buttons right here, and now he's got his level 3 up already. He's got an early level 3, and he's going to go ahead and need to see what he can do here. A lot of them definitely stop going for drive impacts right now. Oh, good call out for the teleport. Oh, man, the buttons! Now they're both in burnout, though. Air to airs. No anti-air, they're both burnt out. Although Shine's got the buff up right now. He can go try to abuse that wherever he can. Man, critical art, and this might actually... I don't think it's going to kill, actually. I think he's going to live. I think he's going to live. Yep, he's still alive. He's still alive. But now they both have the... oh! Level! Oh, man! Wow! Yo, the call out for the dive kick. And knew it was coming and just supered right through it. Now they both got music kicking, so now they're both moving faster and both hitting harder. Alright, Deathnote absolutely needs to go ahead and get more of what he was doing the last 2 rounds here. He needs to go ahead and absolutely just keep this going at all times. Get the rhythm going in his favor here. Make sure everyone drive impacts through it. I was wondering when someone's going to go ahead and re-throw that back out there.
Yes, sir. I like that. Get that big lead. Hey, kill the drive cage.
Oh, alright, so oh, and you be careful here. We're very close to burnout. We're very close to burnout. Can't go ahead and be afforded to do that one again here. Drive impacts to stun. Pulls out a spray can. So he unfortunately doesn't have any more right now. He's gonna have to deal with it. Sacrifice damage for positioning right now. I don't think it's gonna kill. It's gonna kill. Yep. And wow, Shine just in control the whole match. The whole match, Shine was just ready for it. Knew exactly what was going, when things were coming here. That was that was fascinating. Like, that was such a just like a show of just like overwhelming pressure for Shine. Overwhelming pressure for Shine right there.
And as you said, the lion's share of the 10K prize.
Wow, that was something right there. That was that right there was an excellent display of how like you really need to go ahead and like shut down Kimberly's options. You need to stop her from getting started here, because if you let her run away with it, she will run. she will just go. And no way was that better displayed than when you had like the few sequences there where Shine was just like never stopping, never relenting, never able to go ahead and like get interrupted because he was just every option available. You can't look for everything all the time. So he was able to really go ahead and make sure that like no kind of opening was there for him. And unfortunately, they didn't have like a lot of space to go ahead and just throw out some random dragon instincts, DIs to go ahead, drive impacts to go ahead and like interrupt the pressure. All right, we're at grand finals with Punk playing Cammy, and we have, of course, we have a Shine here playing Kimberly. No one's surprised by that one. We only had one repeat character this entire game here, and it was literally nothing but this Kimberly here, and I'm not in any way surprised that both of them were playing the crazy characters they were playing. All right. Looking at it here, let's go ahead and see what kind of nonsense we're going to go ahead and see for both of them. What definitely needs to be with this, Punk has already fought this match before. I believe it was, I don't think it was Shine, I think it was the other one. But he absolutely just knows how to shut down a lot of the options that Kimberly wants to set up. So like I was saying here, if he knows how to really do a good job of like shutting down a lot of the setups that Kimberly wants to do. Don't let her get started. Don't let her go ahead and get the pressure up going regardless, and really just find a way to interrupt everything. So he needs to go ahead and be on the same lookout for everything he was doing last time. A lot less of the slides, because I know that's what the last Kimberly was doing here. Definitely go ahead and Dragon Rush slides. A lot of those were getting eaten up by Punk every time he tried. This time he needs to go ahead and find a different option to get in. Okay, doesn't go ahead and try to go and follow-ups here. Oh, the trades. All right, so far Punk's kind of on a back foot right now. He tried to interrupt right there. Does not actually work, and unfortunately, he's now in the back corner here. He needs to be very careful. This is how... Oh. All right, and then throw. Okay, keep the position going here. It's still hilarious to me. That's how Kimberly falls down, by the way. She's just face down, ass up, because I guess the animation is important here. Really trying to abuse these medium kicks right here, and just, wow, fishes for that medium kick, gets the heavy one, and was able to go ahead and just stop everyone and kind of shut him right there.
And, maybe it's a mixture of reacting a little bit, seeing the flash, and also just saying, I know what you want.
And this right here is what I'm talking about. He's just not letting him start up any of this. Not letting him go ahead and get anything kind of pressure going here. Able to go ahead and just fish for a lot of these crazy, like these the combos here. He's able to go and convert into big damage. Kimberly in the corner here. A lot of pressure he's got to deal with. And there's the rush. Okay. Finally goes for the slide here. Punk was not able to actually shut that down. And now he's going to get the level 3. Gets the buff. And what are you going to go ahead and do here? Okay, cool. I thought they were going to go for the X slide here. Should I go ahead and call it out again? Does not this time. Okay. Punk's been getting hit with that right there a lot. I think he's trying to interrupt with something here, but it's not really working out for him. Punk wake up buttons every single time. Punk is more than willing to just wake up, jab every single time. He's done it so many times now. God, that's so good. That is such a good super animation. That's such a cool critical art. But Punk has been willing to go ahead and just every time he has gotten hit with that little run up thing, but unfortunately he's been not able to. He's been every time he get knocked down with a hard knockdown like that, and they're in the corner here trying to set something up. He's waking up buttons every time. He's waking up by that jab here. He's not afraid to do it because he knows there's going to be not actually there. That's really kind of real. He's got really fast jab buttons. Really go ahead and able to go ahead and just call out a lot of the nonsense. Okay. Exactly what I'm talking about. Saw the driver and immediately went for the jab. Make sure everything got stopped. Oh man, and that's dead. How do you deal with that? It's incredible.
With confidence.
Confident, baby. He's able to go ahead and just know exactly. He's doing a really good job of just calling out a lot of these crazy wake-up options to go ahead and stop a lot of this.
We call that the EU.
All right. Neutral buttons again, abusing a lot of the range of some of the buttons here and the speed of what you got here. That down heavy kick is doing some work for him. That down heavy kick is doing some work for him right there. Man, what do you do? Level 3, and that's going to kill, and Punk is up 2-0. Punk is up 2-0. Baby! Look at that. Look at that bad boy right there. Alright. This is looking rough. This is looking rough. Punk knows how to fight this, fight Kimberly. He absolutely knows exactly what's going on here. Immediately drive rushed into button here because he knows it's going to work and just go ahead and calls it out so well. Wow, look at that. Oh, this is not looking good for Shine, man. This is not looking good for Shine. It's just getting abused. Just getting abused in this corner here, which normally what Kimberly's looking to do with some people, but he's not able to get any of that started. Every time he's gone for it, anytime he's done anything here, it's just like can't get anything going. Paint can now go and go for it. Drive. Oh, wow, reversals. Oh, fine. All right, so the Tatsu able to go ahead and do the anti-air. Punk just sitting here willing to go ahead and deal with it. Knows he's just sitting here waiting. Kimberly every time wants to go ahead and do this. He's going to sit here and wait, let it happen. Eventually she's going to do something unsafe, and you just go ahead and let her be unsafe and let her go ahead and do what you got. Excellent grab. Definitely need to go ahead and mix some of that in there. Oh, tries to go into it, and that is, oh, game. One more. Tournament point right here. He's got one more game for a dub. Man, Shine hasn't won a round. Shine hasn't won a round, man. How do you even deal with this kind of overwhelming pressure right here? It's actually a lot of just things you got to look at, which is super weird because that's usually what Kimberly does here. 2 throws in a row. Just abusing the buttons in mid-frame. Don't let her get out of here. Defensive options are gone. What do you even do? Look at this overwhelming pressure. Level 3, go ahead and try and find yourself in the corner here. Needs to do something. Alright, give him some space, give him some time to think. And, oh, buttons. I do like how this spray paint is still on the actual thing itself. He's burnt out. He needs to be very careful. And, yep, he was looking for it. And that's game for Punk. Wow. Alright, well, and there you go, Punk. Punk showing how Cammy is doing some crazy things right there, and it's fascinating to go ahead and see how they were really able to go ahead and just kind of like call out all the options that Kimberly wants. All of the options that Kimberly really wanted to go ahead and like abuse, all the things of like the corner stuff, all that kind of stuff was just shut down practically immediately for Punk, and it's quite interesting to go ahead and see how he's able to just like call out a lot of these really good options all the time here. So good moves for Punk, good things for him. I'm fascinated to go ahead and see what kind of how the meta kind of evolves here. Some things that surprised me. I was definitely surprised by how much people were using Drive Rush as a neutral tool instead of like a combo extension. That's more what I thought it would be used for. Turns out people are willing to go ahead and get in on you as soon as you possibly can, the moment they possibly can, with plus buttons. So, Punk was able to go ahead and recognize that from a lot of the Kimberly players, was able to shut down a lot of the actual approach options, and just said, I'm going to go ahead and make sure that you guys don't have the ability to just get in for free. I'm going to check you for that, and because he was able to do that better than most players, he was able to go ahead and take the W for that one here. Shut down a really important approach tool for Kimberly. But that was a lot of fun.